Test one, two.
What makes Marco Specialty Pizzas so special? They're specially crafted with premium toppings, from garlic parmesan white sauce to 4 high-quality meats to one loaded with everything. To this, upgrade your next pizza night, $3 off all Marco Specialty Pizzas.
Lamb chops. Thanks for the taps. Duchess.
Adam Heman.
Duchess.
Adam Heman.
What song is this from?
Oh, that's
your-
the playlist your mom was playing for me last night.
No, you get bonus points if you can tell me which song is this from.
Rocky?
Nope. Star Fox? No. It's from one of my favorite movies from the 80s. It's famous though. So it's from the 80s. It's too long ago. It's like
Karate
super famous.
Kid.
Nope.
Teenage Mutant
Nope.
Ninja Turtles.
Nope. Don't guess. Just like listen to it. Alex. You might know by like the last few like 30 seconds of it, because it has a particular sound. You better have seen this movie, Duchess. How you doing, Louis? Give you a hint. It's an action movie, futuristic.
Back to the Future.
Nope. Dun dun dun. Hear the tune? Dun dun dun. Nope. Dun 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 dun.
Star Wars.
Take a shot. Henny got it. Henny got it. Good shot. Thanks, Louie. Appreciate you. What was it, Duchess? Yeah. South London, what's up with you, bro? Haven't used this account in a minute, so we'll see. So Duchess is, I'm all right. I don't know about you though. So what was it, Duchess?
What do you mean? I saw the comments.
Oh, I didn't know that you saw it though.
Yeah.
Oh, so what did you see? Oh my God, Duchess, I want you to say it so bad.
Terminator.
Terminator, yay! Yeah, it's all right. It's South London. I don't know about you though. You're kind of strange, man. Hey, good morning, Grace. Yeah, South London. No more personal questions, man. We're not tight like that. We're not tight like that, bro. Is it Scream Week, Alex? Oh, you're already moderator. Lamb chops is bet. All they've been through. You think that women have been through? What have women been through? I know men have been through some shit. Oh, the new one. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. It's like Scream 7 or something. My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my tree. Forgive me my weakness, but I
Do you agree or disagree? My name is Jeff.
Need you by my side.
Cool, cool. Why do you think people are struggling to debate this?
Your arms are my castle, your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry.
Oh no, I have no money on this account. I can only give you 2. Yeah, they're just like willingly ignorant.
Well, I'll give you 2. There you go.
Yeah, I'm staying away from Adam He-Man 2 completely. Yeah, exactly. If you guys want to share, do all the share stuff. If you want to do all like the share stuff, share copy link, repost, add the story. Share copy link, repost, add the story. That helps out a lot. Thanks, Duchess. I don't even know if they need to educate themselves. They just need to like, admit like when they're wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And sold to Carvana.
What's wrong, John?
I set aside a week to sell my car, Clarence. They pick it up tomorrow and they pay me on the spot. What am I supposed to do with all this time?
Visit a museum?
A week?
Learn Italian?
Ho venduto la mia macchina a Carvana.
Well, if you'd like to come debate, or if you know anybody that wants to debate, feel free to request up. There we go. Joshua, welcome in. Are you an adult over 18?
Yes.
And you agree or disagree?
I think I disagree.
All right. We'll find out if you disagree. Sounds like you're not sure. All right. So Lent, no, I'm just messing. Lent, are you an adult over 18? Oh, Lent dropped. Goodbye, Lent. All right, Joshua. So why do you disagree?
Because I think there's a difference between gender and sex,
Difference.
and
Okay.
I think that, or actually, well, I think that one is used to describe the other and
Well, I agree with that.
classify.
I agree that there's a difference between sex and gender.
I
So
think
what do you disagree about?
like trans women are like trans women. You know what I mean? Like they've transitioned. I don't think that they're like naturally a
Okay.
woman. I think
So what is a woman?
I believe we're born with like presets, like most people. I think that there can be like, I think there's like, weird cases, or not weird, or just, however you want to describe it, but minute, you know, where some people are like born with like other genitals, or their chromosomes are messed up, their genitalia, like
Hmm.
their sex producing organ, like the ability to give birth, like
So
most
what is a
women.
woman? What is a woman?
A woman, I believe, is someone who, like, with healthy genes, healthy DNA that they're able to produce, or they're able to give birth to a child, and they have a certain set of chromosomes, and they're able to carry eggs and not sperm.
That's a lot of things. Okay, so you said they have to be able to bear children. They have to have a certain set of chromosomes,
If and
and
everything I said, all those things I said, is for like a healthy woman that, or a healthy being
well,
that,
there's unhealthy women, right?
right.
Okay, if that's the word you want to use. Okay, so what would be like a definition that would cover all women?
Um,
Because I know what you're saying. Because you understand, I'm not going to pretend like I'm playing to talk down to you, but you
yeah,
understand like some women can't give birth, or some
right.
women are not born with these things, but they're still women, right?
Hmm.
So what would be a definition? Just think about it. What would be a definition that would cover all women? Autumn, are you an adult over 18?
Yes,
All right, and you agree or disagree?
I agree.
You agree. Okay, okay. You can chill for a second. I'm mostly looking for people who disagree. But you can stick around. You can critique my argument because I asked trans advocates, like trans rights advocates, TRA, if I'm saying this right, am I saying that right? You know what I'm saying? Feel free. Well, you're not quite arguing correctly, Adam, on that. You know what I'm saying? But Joshua's thinking of a
Right. Hey,
definition. Oh,
so
you got
so
one?
I'm having trouble thinking of one. I almost want to say that it goes back to, I believe a woman is someone who is a female. So what is a female? Right? Is that the next
Uh-huh.
question?
Okay, well we can go with that. Yeah, what's a female? So are you usually people say, yeah, a woman has to be female. So what would be a female? What does a female
I
have to
I
have? A woman
I
have to
would
have?
say that for the most part,
Ooh.
it's, I guess female or sex, that would be sex, is assigned by the doctor at birth, but I don't know. I don't want to go so many
Can I
places,
ask
but
a question?
I have a question. How do they know like that they're a boy or a girl, I guess, like before, like in the womb? Like what are they like looking at? Like how do they see
Well, we're
that?
not talking about children, so we're just talking about adults. So a woman
But
is an
but what
adult,
what
right?
I'm saying is it's a sign when they look at like a couple different indicators, I guess. I think that there's special cases where there could be misclassifications, or there really is and you don't really know. But for the most part, when children are born, they will have like uh, the architecture of their body will
Okay,
be.
again, Joshua, we're not talking about children. Okay, we don't talk about children on this case
Oh, okay,
in
sorry.
this live. So we're just talking about adults only. So a woman is what? What is a woman?
Oh,
So
a
a female.
woman.
What?
Oh,
Okay,
oh, I
yeah. So
see.
a
I see.
female
A
has to have
woman.
what? Yeah,
So a female. Okay, I see.
right,
A woman is an adult female.
An adult
right.
human
Okay, don't
female.
don't human female, right? Okay,
Okay.
okay. That
Yeah.
when I say right, I know where he's going with it. Don't worry, Autumn.
I don't even know where I'm
Uh,
going, but
Oh,
maybe.
okay, so female,
I don't disagree with the definition.
and you think that trans women are women,
I do. Yeah.
and they have okay. Wait, how can there? So wait, you don't think that women can be male?
Okay. So here's
What? That
okay.
threw me for a loop.
So
You said you agree, and then you were like,
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like maybe reframe how I'm just gonna explain how I think about it. I don't think
uh-huh.
about it in that way, and that okay, if I chopped off your arm, right, would you stop being you? Like that, would you stop being
No.
you if no, you'd
Uh,
still be you, right? Right. So,
yeah.
really quickly, downstream from chromosomes and gametes and the reproductive organs that, get created as a result of that, because that controls your hormones, right? So, your physiological sex state, like your
Yeah.
body, your elasticity, like the way that you look, like how you appear in society,
Uh-huh.
right?
E
That is determined by hormones, and those work the
hormones.
same way in everybody. So, a trans woman is someone that
I-
has
If you
the
want,
body
okay,
type of a person that has a female reproductive system because she went through
Okay.
female puberty.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Okay, so you would say that trans women are women because they are adult human females? Is that that's not my argument. That's interesting though. But
Yeah.
is that your argument? Or is that your argument that trans women are women because women are adult human females? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, trans women transition into adult human females. Yeah.
They're transitioning adult human females, really? So what's a female?
Well, an adult human female, right, is a person
Female.
that is going to otherwise be in the physiological sex state that would be attached to a female reproductive system.
Uh-huh. Okay, so attached to the reproductive
Right.
system.
But like that variance, the idea that there would be a variance there doesn't change
So
the
can women be
99%
male?
rest of
Can
your
women be
body.
male?
Well,
Autumn, can women be male?
yeah.
Okay. So how can you be male and female?
Well, because none
Because
of these because we're
because
trying to translate a scientific understanding to a societal understanding because sex and gender don't exist
this
in
is not
conform
this
with
is
people's
confusing, Autumn.
understanding of it.
I'm being honest, this is a little confusing.
That
I'm gonna
makes
be
sense. I
It
agree
doesn't
with
matter if
that.
it's
That they're
confusing.
women because they're saying that
No, 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 no,
after
no. These
using
things
those.
don't exist in the way that you understand them. They exist how they exist.
okay, so you're saying that a trans woman can be male and female at the same time.
I'm saying that hormones work the same way in all people.
Can you be
That
male and
human
female at
development process will follow the
can you be
hormones.
male and female at the same time?
You will be somewhere on the spectrum of these things.
Can you just just yes or no? Can you be male
No,
and
no, I
female?
will not. I will not bend how it works to your understanding
I'm
of
just
how things
asking.
work.
No, I'm just asking a question. You don't
No,
have to
no,
bend.
it
I'm
doesn't
not
work
asking
like
you to
that.
bend. I'm not asking you to bend over. No, definitely not.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no, no,
asking
no, no,
you.
no.
I'm just asking you. Can you be male and female at the same time?
It is possible to be male and female at the same time.
Really interesting.
Yes.
You can be male and female. Okay. Okay. So you can be male and female at the same time. How does that work? How can you be male and female at the same time? I didn't know that.
Because it exists on a spectrum. It exists.
Mm,
There's variations in sex.
yeah. Okay. So you can be male and female at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All
saying
right.
through like um
Like when you're transitioning, going from one to the other.
but I guess they're saying that like within like a sex there's like a certain variance and like when people transition and that variance
Sex
is
changes are
So
real.
what
like
what
when we
is
change
a
our hormones we change our like our
okay. So let's get back to the question of what is a woman. I'm still confused on both of your positions because you're saying you could be male and female. Joshua's saying you have
Okay,
to have you have to be
so
able to give birth.
when we
So then what is a woman?
right.
What is a
So
woman,
when
Autumn?
people like me made knowledge of how we changed our sex available about 100 years ago, we were holocausted for it.
So
So
okay.
it's been
I'm
100
sorry that
years.
happened. I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, yeah,
Small
and I'm
small
trying to
accosted.
explain the same knowledge that
Yeah.
you refuse to understand today.
I refuse to understand something. Oh, what do I refuse to understand?
I'm saying that sex changes are real.
Awesome. Great.
I didn't disagree with that. Okay, Autumn, do you agree or disagree? Trans women are women.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking for people who disagree, so I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
All right.
Best of luck out there, Autumn.
What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm telling you guys,
Argumentative
if
for the sake of it. It was a complete waste of time.
if you argue like that, no one will want to listen to you. That's why you're gonna have like, I don't, yeah, you're not gonna have anybody that wants to listen to
agreed
you.
with that person a
So
little bit.
what did you? Okay, so you agree that you could be male and female at the same time, Joshua?
No.
Oh, so you
No.
didn't agree
No,
with
I
so
What
you
what
didn't
did
so
you
you did
agree with?
so you did not agree with that person. Well, yes.
I guess I could say I
Duchess?
agree, but first I'll say I understood like what they're saying about how a trans woman when they've transitioned that like their biological state, I guess their hormones and their variance is more of a female because of the hormones that they produce. And
More
those,
of a, but not exactly that.
so
I
so there's
can't recall a
indicators.
single trans person, and somebody, if you're trans in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong, but I can't recall a single trans woman or trans man that has said, I am exactly what I have transitioned into the biological sex.
I
Like
don't
we
Yeah.
have in the, like, for example, in the medical field, it does not matter what you are transitioning into. It does not matter. They base it off the biological sex because if you get certain medications, it could kill you if you get the wrong medication for the wrong biological sex. There is a distinction for a reason. We're not talking about the biological differences. We're talking about the sociological differences. We all wear clothes
So
out in public.
so it's
Where's the wiener
I guess
if
our
a trans
difference
woman is not
Ho-
a woman?
I guess our difference is just that I think woman, like male, female, those are adjectives, they're classifications. That a woman is an adult female.
Okay,
is below
great. How
words.
can you tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman? How can you tell the difference?
I see.
I
I
see.
see where
Adam,
you're going with this.
Adam,
Because you're saying
we
because I
got.
can't.
I see. That's it.
All right,
That's what you got.
No.
let's
Well,
bring
what
it.
I'm saying is your argument. You're
No. It's not an argument. I asked you a question,
Okay,
and your
okay.
answer was I see.
So it is assigned. So there's different.
I don't care.
There's different
Josh,
indicators. No, I know you
hold
don't
on,
care
Josh.
because you want me
No,
to
no.
be able to check.
Josh,
you want me to check
hold
your
on.
chromosomes, and you want me
Josh?
to physically see.
Okay, I guess I gotta mute you for a second. I'm gonna ask you the question again, and I want you to answer the question that is being asked to you, not going off on whatever you want to talk about. All right? The question is, how can you tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman? Go ahead.
We'll go to pictures in a second.
Nothing?
Mm.
Okay. Awesome. This is
Come
so
on,
much
Josh.
fun, Josh.
All right, so Josh, don't be okay. Josh just asked you a question and you're silent. I don't know, your mic is muted. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
Here, I'll even
Anyway.
send you an invite to speak.
Anyway, guys, yeah, for real. I don't know what that person was doing. My thing is messed up. You have to unmute yourself, Josh. You have to unmute yourself. But yeah,
There
guys,
we go.
trans women are women. Duh. There you go. But yeah, Josh, what you mentioned, but basically what Duchess is saying. So what you mentioned like chromosomes, giving birth, stuff like that. That's what makes up a woman. That's all. Now, I wanted you to clarify, was there anything else that qualified a woman or how you could recognize a woman from a man?
Right.
And that's
so
what I gave you lots of opportunities. So that's what you're
sex
going with.
organs, I guess, like a vagina or boobs. But
Okay.
I don't think you can
Boobs.
check in today's society unless like they are willing to test or reveal. And I don't think you could ask that of someone. That's why I think when a doctor and a child is, that's why it's assigned at birth, is because you're able to tell at that time. And that's like the natural, that's how you came out. You didn't go through surgery.
A doctor. Okay, you're talking about children. Josh, you're talking about children again for the third
Dude,
time,
But
Josh.
it's a mother, like giving
Okay, well,
birth.
mother, yeah, mothers and adults. We're talking about adults, women. Women are adults, Josh.
I'm saying it goes all the way back to when you were in the womb.
I'm
and you
saying
took
I
on a
don't
set of
care.
chromosomes.
Okay, we can talk about chromosomes when you're an adult. If that's what you define a woman as, a woman with chromosomes, an adult person with such and such chromosomes,
Mhm.
XYZ chromosomes, that's fine. Okay. So you mentioned, so that's a woman, so the femaleness. So the chromosomes, the reproductive parts, that qualifies a woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's why I think that your worldview is kind of useless, because how would you be able to tell what a woman is in public, in the world? For example, dun, 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 is this a woman?
So you're
Silence.
well, I
Um,
don't know.
is this a man?
That's AI.
I know it's not. That's a real person. That's Lath Ashley. Look him up.
That's
Let's
crazy.
see. Yeah. Why would you think that's AI? Don't
Cause,
always
cause,
think everything.
'cause those are some big muscles on a chick or whatever.
That's a chick. Oh, you think that's a woman?
I don't know. I mean, did they transition?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know.
I can't tell
Oh wait.
exactly the question that I asked you, Josh. How can you tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman? Are you looking at the screen? Are you looking at your phone? Where's the wiener?
So you're saying in order to
No.
determine
Stop
I'm
telling me what
asking
I'm
you a
saying.
question. Like,
Joshua, stop telling me what I'm saying. I know
all right.
exactly what I'm saying. I'm asking you a question. And my
Okay.
question is, are you ready? Where's
Mhm.
the wiener? Find it.
Okay.
Where's the wiener?
So let me look.
All right, Josh. I'm
Okay,
going
I
to.
have an answer. I have an
All right,
answer.
all right. No, hold on. I want you to tell me which ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that.
Okay, I see.
Through nine. So tell me which ones or ones do you think are trans or not trans? Which ones?
Okay, I think there's 3 trans and not. And
Okay.
are you counting it from left to right, like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, 1 to 9. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4, 5, 6.
okay. So
Yeah.
my answer, I want to give it, but I have a question to your question before I answer.
No,
All right.
no,
Yeah,
no.
just,
We're not playing this game, Josh.
What do you mean we're having a conversation? Is that not fair? I can't
Josh, you're
clarify
not
your question.
actively having a conversation. You are trying to dictate how this live stream is run. I asked you a question, you refused. The host is now asking you to give us a number, right? Tell us which one. And you said, well, there's like 3. Okay, but you did not tell us which ones.
Yeah,
So go
because
ahead.
before I do, I have
No,
no,
there's no
not before
before.
you do, Josh. You can tell us after, Josh. Tell which ones are trans or one is trans. Which one? I'm not telling you. There's at least one.
All right. Can
No,
you said at
stop it,
least one.
Josh. Stop it.
Hey, Josh.
Duchess,
1,
you're
2,
not
3, 4,
fair.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm not being
Because
fair.
this question does not.
Okay, a grown man complaining. This has nothing to do with fairness, Joshua. Question, answer. And you're refusing. It's not fair though, Adam. It's not
Oh,
fair.
come on, Josh. Hurry up. Give me 1 through 9, dog. I can't be here
Unmute
all day,
yourself,
Josh.
Joshua.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was muted.
Josh, you got to hurry up, man.
All right, I'll hurry up. I'll just say 3 and 2. No, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
these 2 right here, 2 and 3,
sure.
2 and 3. Okay, though that's incorrect. This is the only one that was trans. These are
knew
these
it.
are
I knew
cis.
it.
These are
No,
cisgender.
see, now you're lying,
No,
Joshua.
I'm playing.
I know you're lying. So now that we have determined that not only can you not engage with questions, you have a whole bunch of slew of questions yourself, and you're not actively telling us how you can tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman. And then
I
Adam
bet you
He-Man
can't.
is showing you
Adam
a
He-Man.
slew of Adam He-Man is showing you a slew of images, and you still got it wrong, and you're still adamant that you can tell.
Then I guess I
Trans women are
can't
not
tell.
women.
Hold
the
on
difference
one
between-
second. Hold
Hold on,
on one
Googly.
second,
I
Googly.
can't tell.
Joshua,
the
hold on
difference
one
between
second,
trans-
please.
Oh.
Okay, just hold on one second, Joshua. I promise we'll give you attention in just a moment. Hello, Googly. Are you an adult? Googly, are you an
Googly.
adult?
Oh my bad, my mic was muted.
Yes, are you an adult?
Too much noise.
Goodness gracious.
Sounds like they're
Too
at
much noise.
school.
Z-Train, don't tag me. Don't tag me, dude. All right, but yeah, Joshua. So here's the problem. Here's the problem, Joshua. So like you say, because you say, oh, trans women are women. We have to protect real women because women are female. Okay, but here's the problem. We don't express our femaleness in real life, in the real world. What we do is we express our gender expression. That's what people show. So I recognize you as a man. Am I right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
I guess so.
All right, there you
Yeah.
go. Did I see your balls? No, no. Did I see your prostate? No, no. I don't even know if you have those things, but I recognize that you're a man because of your gender expression, your presentation. That's how we recognize women. And you say you say you can tell. Oh no, we can clock. And I'll show you. I'll show you lots of trans people if you want. I'll show you trans people, and I'll tell you. I'm always honest. I'll tell you if you get it right or wrong, because you can just reverse
Yeah.
Google image and see if see who they are. You know. So there's no reason for me to lie. But girl balls, right?
I
But
guess I
but
guess I
trans
just
women are women because that's how we recognize women. Joshua, I'm sorry, I cut you off. That's how we recognize women. We recognize women by their gender expression. So therefore, trans women have to be women too.
huh.
But
Mhm.
where are those girl balls,
I guess
Joshua?
I guess what I'm
Where,
thinking about,
where
like,
are
I
they?
see your point that you're making, and it kind of makes sense because you're saying
Great.
that like when we interact with people, like how we normally just interact. You know, we
I
think
love
that
it.
someone is a female because of the way that they look, right? And now sometimes I've seen like people that like and they're not trans or anything. They just sometimes they look more of
Do you
like a
like muscle
dude.
mommies, Joshua? Do you like muscle mommies?
Nah,
You don't like Wow.
too
I'm just
much.
kidding.
I
Okay,
agree,
so
Joshua. There we go. We agree on something, Joshua. That's
so
wonderful.
trans people aren't going anywhere, Joshua. Trans people are not going anywhere. They're here to stay,
Don't they
and
make
they're
up
always
like
going to be. They're always
1%
going to be
of
here
the
to stay.
population?
So that's fine. Okay. So
Like,
what?
you know what I mean?
Lots of
Like,
people. Well, there's lots of minorities, Joshua.
I'm just
They're
saying
okay.
that these people transition like it. Like if we,
How do you
hold on.
know?
You remember when we were
Okay.
talking?
Joshua,
Let me make
Hold
a
on,
point.
Dutch.
Let me
Hold
make
on,
a point.
Dutch.
Joshua, listen, please. Adam, you said you were going to make a
Oh, yeah,
point.
yeah. So yeah, let me make a point. Okay. So here's the point I was trying to make, Joshua. So this is a trans man. He's open and out there that he's a trans man. This is Alex, and his username is right there. Trailer Trash Trans Alex.
He's
Very
not.
awkward.
He's
What do
not.
you think he's lying?
I don't know.
Oh, he shows his before and after. Oh, he shows his before and after,
Really?
bro. Yeah,
That's
he's famous.
Really?
He's got 100K, 200K followers, bro. But anyway, so should this person go into the women's room? Same person. What you think? Ladies, do you want this person in the women's room with you?
No,
But that's what you would say.
absolutely not. If this person, and from what Adam is saying, this person is very open and honest about the
Mhm.
transition.
Oh yeah.
I would think that dude is lying to me.
I would not want that person in a woman's bathroom. And
But they're female though.
listen, a woman wouldn't because they look like a male, and a male is attracted to the opposite sex,
Joshua,
and they're in
we
a
don't
place
care
that's
who
private.
you
That's
want to.
why. That's
Joshua,
why.
please
That's
listen.
why you're not comfortable
Joshua,
with it, though.
Joshua, please listen. Nobody cares who you want to do. Okay? Nobody cares. That is not the topic today. If you want to talk about who you want to do, I'm sure there's a bunch of dating lives on TikTok. We do not care. Hello, Gooey.
No, I'm
Are
saying
you?
that that's why
Hold on,
people are
Joshua.
uncomfortable.
Josh, hold on.
Joshua, hold on. Hello, Gooey. Are you an adult?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Are trans women women?
I don't affirm that, no, but I'm kind of curious how you guys getting the basis for that proposition.
Well,
being
you
true.
could enjoy the show. No problem. Hello, Jasmine. Are you an adult?
If you guys want to
Yeah.
prove it, that's fine, I guess.
Gooey, hold. Oh my goodness.
What did he say?
If you guys aren't going to back it up or prove it, that's fine, I guess.
Well,
Gooey,
okay, but
please
Gooey,
be
no, I got it,
quiet.
Duchess. I got it, Duchess. Gooey, you're not the only person here. So what we do, Gooey, I don't know if this is your first time, but Jasmine just joined and Happy Days just joined. All we do is just sit when we make sure that they're an adult and we ask them if they agree or disagree. We're not gonna just jump straight into it, bro.
Yeah, no,
We have new.
that's fine. That's what I just said.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. That was out of line, bro.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
Jasmine,
Gooey,
you're
there's no need for you to tell us that you understand, right? You either do or you don't. So, Jasmine, are you an adult?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Are trans
Yeah.
women women?
Yeah. They're pretty tough.
Okay. Adam Heeman
No.
is looking for people that disagree. Is there anything you would
Disagree.
like to say before you go?
I think that Josh secretly wants to marry them.
Okay.
That's cool,
That's
man.
an opinion.
You should orchestrate the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get like Josh
Yeah.
and then his trans woman wife, and yeah, you should like moderate or
Let's get him a muscle mommy.
yeah, whatever.
All right, Gooey,
Happy
back
days.
to you.
Happy days, Duchess.
Oh, hello, Happy. Welcome in. You
Yeah,
are an
you're an
adult.
adult.
We gotta introduce everybody. Yeah.
See, this is unnecessary, Gooey. I know you're wanting all the attention, but stay on mute. Hello, bruh skies. Are you an adult?
Bruskies.
Yes.
Are trans women women?
No.
What is a woman?
W.
Adult human female.
And in the case of the adult human, I agree. What's a female?
I can't right now, Mia.
An adult phenotype that can or would be a large gamete type.
Of the capacity? Okay, I agree. How can
Okay.
you tell the
Did I-
difference
did I-
between...
Did I say over the
I told you I
capacity?
agree with you on that. How can you tell the difference?
Well, I gave you the universal definition for males and
Yes,
females
and
across
I
all
told you that I
misogynist
agree with
species.
that. So how are you able to tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman out in the world?
Yeah, one's male and one's female.
Yeah, but how can you tell?
Yeah, you said the gametes, right? So
One's male and one's
can you?
female.
I
That's how you
understand
tell.
that, but how do you know? Okay, so but you said the gamete type, so they either produce the gametes or they could possibly have the parts that are related to producing the gametes, right? So out in the world, how can you tell who is the males and the females?
How can you tell which is the males and the females? You can just ask
Yeah.
them.
You can ask them. Oh,
Yeah.
what if they lie to you?
Well, then they're a liar.
I could
aren't they?
I could tell. Well, that's not a way to tell. Like I could tell you, I'm a woman, I'm a man,
If they
I'm
lie
an
to you, are they
elephant,
just
I'm
not
a
a liar?
Martian, I'm a giraffe.
Yeah, they're
That's
just all
not. That's
liars,
not a.
and they're disingenuous,
Oh,
like both of
how do
you.
you know that they're lying? How do you know that they're lying?
How do you know that they're lying?
Yeah,
I don't know. How do you know?
you tell me. You said this is the way that you tell. This is the way that you tell between men and women is if they
I love
produce.
how my
I said you
question
just
is
ask them.
regurgitated out of the mouth that I asked the question to.
Yeah,
So let
that
me
was
try again. Bruh skies. How can you tell the difference between a trans woman and a woman?
I answered. Asked and answered.
Right, but you're just saying one's male, one's female.
Right.
How can
Yeah.
you
You just
tell?
said right. So it's asked and answered.
How can you
'Cause you just said
tell
right.
is
You
my
agreed.
question. Not what
One is
is
male
the
and one's female.
difference.
we're
So
One's
asking
you're
you.
male
How
and
do you?
just okay, so he's glitching now, Adam.
Yeah,
Oh, are you
he had a brain
triggered,
fart.
Duchess?
What does that mean? What does triggered mean?
Are you triggered now too? Because I asked that.
No, I'm just asking. What does that mean? What does it have to
it
do with
kind of
anything?
sounds like you are, Adam.
It
So
kinda
let me
sounds like
try
a what?
again.
Hold on, Duchess. I'm sorry, Duchess. Triggered by what?
Oh, damn! That man just told your ass, Duchess.
No, I just want to finish.
Yeah, you did.
What does
Yeah,
that
you
mean?
did.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you did, Adam. You sound like a bit of a misogynist, dude.
I sound like a misogynist. What is that? How is
Yeah,
that?
you just
What is
told
misogyny?
Duchess's ass, didn't you? Crazy.
Okay, so what
Crazy.
does that mean? What does that mean? I told someone's ass. What does that mean?
Exactly what you just did.
What did I
Exactly
do?
What you just did.
Okay, so what did I do?
What did you do?
Yeah.
You know exactly what you did. You
Okay,
just
what did I do,
attempted to put
dude?
Duchess in her apparent place, didn't you?
No, I just
Hold on,
asked her to.
Duchess. Hold on, Duchess.
Yeah, I
Okay,
just wanted to
misogynist.
finish what I was saying.
Okay,
There's nothing wrong.
misogynist.
Okay. Wait, what's misogyny?
Okay, misogynist. Come on, don't be
Okay, dude.
disingenuous, Adam. Acting all high and
Disingenuous
mighty
for
up
what?
here.
I'm trying to figure out what you said. Okay, what did
Don't-
what's your? Do you have a point to make?
No, I think you've made all the points. You're a misogynist.
Okay, what is the
you
point?
don't know
What was the
difference
point
between
that
male and female?
Are you
You
just
don't know
here
the
to
difference
troll?
between trans women and women. Don't know the difference between men and women.
No,
I
I'm
mean, you've made
asking
all your
you. How
points,
do you?
man.
I'm asking you. How do you tell the difference?
I told you. Asked and answered.
Yeah, you tell the difference by if they
Asked and
produce
answered.
gametes. Okay, is it by gametes? Is that the thing?
No, gamete type is what defines the sex categories.
Right. So you tell
Right.
the difference between
Right.
men and
So
women
you
is if
agree.
they produce, bro. So you tell the difference between. Okay, you don't have to
Right.
keep
So
saying
you agree,
right.
yeah?
No, I'm asking
Because
you. I don't.
the
I'm not-
utility and the difference between man and woman is the fact that
Yeah.
one's a male and one's a female.
Right. And the difference is the gamete production, right?
Gamete type, not gamete production.
Gamete type. Yeah, the small and large gametes, right?
Yeah, because humans are anisogamy species, correct? Do you know what anisogamy is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Do you?
Can you define it for me?
Can you define it?
Yeah, I
don't
can
know.
define it quite easily.
Okay. Well,
You can
okay.
define
So
it though,
that.
can't you?
Okay. So yeah. Can you define
Can
it?
you define it? Yeah,
You
yeah,
brought
I
it
can.
up.
Can
You
you
brought it
define
up.
it for me?
Can you define it for me? You
Yeah.
brought it up, big dog. I didn't bring it up. So you don't know the words that you mean? Or you're saying out of your
Oh
mouth
no,
right
I
now?
definitely do. I definitely do.
So you don't know the definitions of the words.
Do you agree that it's the fusion of the large or the fusion of two differently sized gametes?
Maybe.
For
Maybe.
sexual reproduction?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. So
Why don't
that's
you
how
go
you
look it
tell.
up?
Bro, stop interrupting, big dog. Stop
Yeah,
interrupting.
you
big dog.
definitely can't define it very well, can you?
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Go
bring
look
it
it
up. I didn't bring it
Go look
up.
it up.
You brought
You
up.
didn't know
Hey,
that word, did ya? Do you know what
brewskis,
gonocoric means?
Brewskis. So you don't know the words that are coming out
Can
of
you
your
define
mouth.
gonocoric for me?
Can you?
Yeah,
You brought
I
it
can.
up.
Wait,
Why are
clearly
you
You brought it up.
deflecting?
he
I'm
does.
You
asking
brought it
you a
up, big
question.
dog.
Can you define it?
Can you?
Why are you answering with a
So
question?
you can't
You don't
define
know
it?
it, do you?
So you can't define. Wait, Brewski. So you can't define the
a
words.
misogynist and
Brewski.
uneducated.
Brewski. So you can't define the words that are
So
coming
a
out of your mouth right
misogynist and uneducated.
now. What's
Crazy.
misogyny?
Crazy.
What does that mean? What does misogynist mean, dude?
How about
What
you
does that
define
mean?
it for me, since you don't want to define any of the other
You're
words?
bringing it up, man.
Go
You're
on.
bringing it up.
Go on.
So you can't define
Come on,
the words
define
that
it.
you're talking
Define
about.
it, since you don't want to define any
You
of the
brought
other
it
words.
up. You
I
brought it
can
up. I
play
didn't
the
bring it up.
exact same game you're trying to play. So
Yeah.
you don't know
So
the
you're-
definition of any of the words you're
Host,
using, Adam?
Host, do you agree that you said that you also
Yeah.
know the definition?
Oh yeah, but I didn't bring up the word first, so I'm
Right,
not.
but
I'm
you
not
agreed
using
that
the
you know
word.
the
You're using.
definition, so that would
Wait,
entail you have the
so
capacity
you're
to define
using
it.
you're using the word.
You
I'm
don't
not
know how
using.
to
I'm not
define it,
using the
host.
word.
So
See,
you don't know how to define
this,
it, host.
see, Gooey, this is exactly what they do, Gooey. They're so uneducated and they're full of shit.
Yeah, he
So-
doesn't know what gonochorism is, etc. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm not using the word. If I'm gonna use the word, I'll define it for you. But I'm not using the word.
Cool. So define
You
misogyny,
agreed.
because you just used it.
Is that?
Yeah, exactly. There you
Duh,
go.
duh.
Since you ran away from defining the other ones that you said you apparently know, define misogyny.
I didn't use the word. I didn't use the word, Brewskis.
You're
I
a
didn't use the
fucking
word.
coward,
So
Adam.
you
You're
used
a
the
coward,
word.
Adam. You're a
Oh,
coward.
I'm scared. What am I scared of? I mean,
You're
I'm
scared of
going to
defining the
assume.
word.
Funny.
You're scared.
Wait,
of
wait.
defining
So I have. So let me
uneducated,
get
and
this
a
straight.
coward.
So let me get this straight, Brewskis. I have to define the words. that
Misogynist,
you-
uneducated,
Hey,
and a
Brewskis,
coward.
hey, shut up, hey, dude, be quiet, dude.
The people
Okay,
we're dealing with,
okay,
Gooey.
bro. Shh. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Judges, can you keep muting?
Adam. Poor
So
Adam.
let me Duchess. No, well. Oh,
Poor
if
Adam.
I'm poor, give me some money. So
That's funny.
can
That's
you keep
funny.
muting him, Duchess? Just let me know, yes or no.
Oh, keep muting him, Duchess. Are you going to tell the woman what to do
Okay.
again, you
Or does it have to
misogynist?
be in reference to money? You're just like intellectually malnourished.
Okay, so let me
Yeah,
get this straight.
crazy.
I have to define the words that you use. Is that correct? Is that how this works? I don't think that's how that works.
I already
Is that how that
defined
works?
it. I already defined
Okay.
it.
You defined what? What did you define?
I defined anisogamy, didn't I?
I didn't hear it. Did you define
didn't hear it?
anisogamy?
You
No.
said right, maybe. That's the exact response to when I defined anisogamy.
Okay, good for you. Okay,
Yeah,
so do you?
yeah,
Can you?
yeah.
So go,
Yeah.
I'm glad you can
Yeah.
define
See,
words.
Gooey, you just admitted, and you just admitted to
Okay,
literally
so wait, hold on,
lying.
wait. Let's just, if this is a fruitful dialectical, that would give forth the host now has to define what gonochorism is.
Yeah, come on.
I didn't use the word. That's
Yeah,
not
you're
part
a
of my
fucking
argument.
coward, Adam.
That's not
You're a
my
coward, Adam.
argument at all. That's
You're
fine.
a coward,
That's
Adam.
fine.
You're a coward.
Okay, that's fine. You can think that. You can think
Misogynist,
So-
uneducated, coward.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
What
Brewskis,
else?
can you tell the
Barrack
difference?
Bunny.
Can you tell? Yeah, Brewskis. So anyway, can you tell the difference between people who have certain gametes and people who have certain other gametes?
Asked and
Can you
answered.
tell the difference? Asked and
Asked and
answered.
answered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Let's
You know
see if we
what?
can tell.
Actually, another I think it's like 98 or 99% of the time, doctors do it quite accurately and quite easily.
Okay, let's. Well, are you a doctor? Unless you're a doctor, I guess you're out of luck.
Host, do you
So,
understand?
Brewskis. So Brewskis, can you tell me which ones are trans or which ones
This
are not
isn't your
trans?
point, host. The host was, Bro's point was that he would be able to ask them in person. Obviously, if you show a picture on screen, you
Yeah.
can't ask the picture.
Okay, but guess what? Oh,
You know what, Gooey? How about this, Gooey? I'll just ask Adam which one's a male and which one's a female. He can tell me, and then I'll let you know.
oh, that's not my argument. I'm not saying I can tell which ones are male, which ones are female, homeboy.
So why are you
That's
asking?
crazy.
Wait, hold up, host. Are you tracking that his definition didn't entail the capacity to be able to ask an individual, right? It was the case you have defined by that, not you be able to
Right.
tell.
And I'm asking, does your definition have any utility in the real
Yeah,
world?
obviously it does.
Like,
It
can
absolutely
you?
does, because it
Okay, so you
differentiates men and women via male and female.
Oh, okay. So how can you tell
Yeah,
the difference in real world
Oh my god,
about who's
you're
a
not
man and who's a
tracking.
woman?
You're not tracking.
If
So
it's not defined like that based on sex category, what utility does it have?
Okay, so I got a 10-minute
Are you
violation.
gonna use
Hold
regressive
on,
stereotype?
Brewskis. Hold on, dude. So it says a 10-minute violation because Brewskis. Okay, Duchess, can you keep muting him, please? It says for the next 10 minutes, Brewskis does not comply with our community guidelines.
Ooh,
So-
he told Duchess what to do again. Crazy.
Duchess, he was being an ass. Just let me take care of the men sometimes. I know you wanted
Wait.
to go into the argument, but you let me take care of the a-hole sometimes.
wait, were you telling the truth about the 2-minute violation, host?
Yeah. You want to see a picture of it?
Yeah, sure.
That's great.
Anyway, let's just go into yeah.
There
sure.
it
Let's
is.
just, yeah, I said sure, which means yes. You don't have to like show a picture. Let's just go into.
Oh well, I
the
did
argument.
anyway. So it's whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
whatever,
did it
man.
anyway.
Yeah. There
So
you go.
what's a woman?
Yeah, I'm asking you to back up the positive claim, not burden shifts. You're saying trans women are women, duh. Just back that up being true.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, but you agree. But your argument is that trans women are women, right?
Asking you to back up the positive.
I'm sorry. Your definition is that a woman is an adult human female.
I didn't give a
correct?
definition. No, I didn't give a
You
definition.
did not
Are
give a
tracking?
definition. Okay.
Do you know
so
what I
why
said?
do you so why do you disagree
Okay, if
that
you know what I
trans
said,
women are
repeat what I
women?
said. If you know what I said, repeat what I said.
I don't care to repeat
Okay,
anything
cool.
you
So you
said.
can't repeat what I
So
said. You
what?
don't
So
know.
do you? So why do you disagree that trans women are women?
Yeah, okay, so if you were to repeat what I said, I asked you
Yeah,
to
okay.
back up the positive claim, buddy. So that's not until you ask me a question or give forth my
Okay,
definition.
but
I
I'm
give-
just asking: do you disagree that trans women are women?
Yeah, I'm curious how you guys are getting the positive claim. That's my
Okay,
question.
but I just want to clarify: you do disagree with that, right? You don't think that trans women are women, correct?
I answered that earlier when Duchess asked. So anyways, as I just answered your
Okay, so
question, just get
okay, so
forth
you do
the positive.
okay, so you do
affirmation with, like,
disagree.
an evidence or argument.
Okay, hold on, Gooey. So you do disagree that trans women are women, correct?
Yeah, I already answered Duchess.
Okay.
When they asked
Okay,
earlier,
and why
so-
do you disagree?
Yeah, cool. So now you're burden shifting. I answered your question. Now what necessarily follows is you give forth your positive claim that you're running away from clearly. Back up the assertion that they are women. Go ahead. I'm not going to answer any other relevant questions. Holy shit.
Trans women are, sure. I'll give you my argument, and then you can give me your argument. Trans
Yeah,
women
sure.
are women because trans women are women because we recognize and identify women not based on their sex, but by their gender expression, by their presentation. This is how we identify. This is how we recognize cis women and trans women. So they both have to be under the category of women because we recognize them in the same way by their gender expression.
Okay, so yeah, you said you give forth your argument, give forth mine. So like I just say it's analytically true, and then it's nomoologically impossible that a trans woman is a woman, and that it's like analytically true that they are not by proxy of the definition, which is adult human female and trans women are male. That's my argument. So as you gave forth your definition, I'm going to press you on that, or at least your argument rather, as well. You're gonna I'm going to see if you can back that up being true. So you're saying we categorize what would be the concept of woman by proxy of like gender identity. That requires like evidence or an argument there. So can you justify that?
Well, I just gave you the argument. This is how society operates. So we recognize women not by whether they have any kind of parts or any kind of female parts, but we recognize women based on their gender expression. This is how we
that's
operate.
the claim.
So
I'm asking for like the evidence or like argument that can give forth that being true. not
yeah.
for
You
to
ever been
repeat
you ever
yourself.
been in public? Have you ever been in public and you
Okay,
recognize?
now you're asking me questions. Asking me questions is not going to prove.
Yeah, stop interrupting, Gooey. Stop interrupting. Have you ever been in public and you've recognized men from women without knowing their parts? That's
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, I just I'm not going to answer irrelevant questions. You can just give forth your positive claim being true. Obviously, just back up your point, not run away. You don't have to ask me questions or.
Okay, yeah, I literally just did. Maybe I literally just did.
No,
Maybe
you didn't. You just
listening.
repeated yourself. That's what you did.
Okay.
You said okay.
So what part are you confused about? What are you confused
Yeah,
about?
I can. If you let me finish, now you're interrupting. That's
Yeah, go ahead, big dog.
Yeah,
You got it.
Okay,
You got
cool.
that shit.
Cool. Yeah, I got that. I'm clarifying that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Got you. Cool. So, anyways, I'm confused about how you make a positive assertion that we, quote unquote, as a society, has this understanding in which we categorize it by proxy of gender identity, whatever the fuck that means, right? Without you giving forth the evidence for the positive claim being true. If you're not tracking when you assert something is the case that requires evidence or an argument, then give forth that being quote unquote true. You're not doing that. You're just repeating yourself. You're fumbling right now. You're not actually proving your point.
I'm fumbling. Are we playing football right now? Are we playing football?
I'm not finished.
Are we playing football
I'm
right
not
now?
finished. Fumbling have to be specifically to sports, so that's a blunder.
Oh damn! Oh, did I fumble it? Did I not score the touchdown?
You did. You intellectually fumbled right there. You said that.
Oh damn, bro!
Only in reference to sports.
Did the other team? Did the other team score a touchdown?
Yeah. Stop talking. So anyway, yeah.
Oh, stop talking. Okay, Gooey, turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Let's talk. Let's talk face to face.
I'm telling you.
Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on.
I'm not gonna.
Turn your camera on. Yep. Let's talk face to face. If you're gonna be an ass. Yep. After you turn your camera on, I'll stop.
Can you stop? Okay.
Turn your camera on. And turn your camera on.
I'm gonna turn my camera. Weirdo. Are you talking? Okay, so this is embarrassing.
Waiting.
Yeah. We can play this game with it. We can play. Yeah, we can play with it. So.
Your camera's still not on, Gooey. Yeah, someone sent me a DM about you too.
Okay, cool. Play this issue with it.
Waiting, Gooey, for you to turn your camera on. I mean, I don't know how you can argue with that. So we recognize men from women based on gender expression.
Yeah, so we can play this game where like you weirdly asked me to turn my camera on. I'm just gonna keep unmuting.
Oh,
right?
You don't want to?
Apart from obviously I'm not gonna turn my camera on for like your weird request on TikTok. I'm not sure like why you have a fetish for me turning my camera on. So like anyways, apart from that, when you assert that when you assert society has this understanding, that requires evidence, buddy. So go get the evidence or
Line
that can make for that being true. Go ahead.
I can remember. It's hard to hear you because your mic is weird. It's like, blah, 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 blah. Can you just speak a little, Gooey? Can you speak a little slower when you talk?
This is my mic. I
so
can, like,
what was it? What was the question? What was the question you asked? Speak a little slower and a little more clear.
Yeah, I didn't ask a question. I didn't ask a question. So
repeat what I didn't even know what it was. I don't know if it was a statement or a question because it was
mumbled.
Don't
say it was a question, dummy.
Yeah, right, well, cool. I don't know. Anyways, I'm asking.
I'll repeat myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you already interrupted me. So I'm just gonna interrupt you. You already okay, cool. So I'm gonna repeat myself. Yeah, you said before that like society. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Yes, you said before society has this understanding in which we recognize or categorize a woman by proxy of like gender expression or identity, whatever the fuck that means, right? So give forth the evidence or argument for that being true. Asking me a question
Absolutely.
like, do I go outside, etc., right, is not going to give forth that being true. Because obviously I could say I do or do not go outside, and that would not prove your point.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to bring you outside right now. All right, so we're going outside. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I'm asking for the evidence.
Is this a woman?
Yeah, so you're asking me another question, host. I already clarified that questions is not going to get to your positive.
I'll answer it for you. I'll answer it for you. I'll answer it for you.
Go ahead. Go answer your relevant question for me.
Shit's not holy. Okay, so I don't know if shit's holy. So Gooey, this is a woman. Okay, you ready? This is a woman.
Okay, I'll just wait until you're done with this bit because you're just being evasive and like running away.
All of these people are also.
I'll unmute.
All of these people are women. Okay, so how did I know that this is a woman if I don't know that she has female parts or not? How did I know that? That's crazy.
Can you just give forth the evidence for this?
It must be the case. It must be the case that we can recognize women. We can recognize women based on their gender expression, not their
That's a pivot.
It must be the case. Am I wrong?
So you acknowledge you're pivoting? W. Cool. So yes, you're pivoting from your initial claim. The claim was not. Yeah, you are.
And you like to bring up a lot of sports terms.
Well, yeah, pivoting is not a sports term solely, so that's another.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
pivoting is a sports term.
Pivoting
solely.
is a basketball term, bro.
Back up that slow. Back up that. Yeah, back up that. Back up
Yeah,
that means that
pivoting.
pivoting
Whenever you
solely means in reference to basketball.
you ever heard of your pivot foot? You
Yeah,
have a
back up
pivot
that
foot.
is solely back up that the definition of pivot is solely in reference to that sport. Back that up being.
I didn't say it was solely. I'm just saying you're
Okay,
bringing
you
up
just,
just like
no, you
to-
just, you guys.
I'm
you
just saying
literally
you're bringing
just
up
said it was
sports
okay.
terms.
Host, apart from you being bad faith, you're also slow intellectually speaking. I'm sorry. So yeah, you
Oh,
did say
okay.
it was solely, and now you're saying it's not solely.
I'm just saying
Cool.
you're just bringing up
Anyways,
a sports
apart
term,
from that,
fumble
no,
and
no,
pivot.
stop talking, please. Stop talking. You're
Stop
already
talking.
You're already
No, dude,
obsolete.
that's
bro,
not how that
please.
works.
Anyways, okay.
That's not
so
how
your
that works,
claim-
homeboy.
Your claim was right that society had this understanding, right? You're saying, oh
Mhm.
no, by proxy of the pictures I've showed, it can give forth me or you individually having an understanding. That is a pivot. You have to back up.
Yeah.
Society has this understanding. Where's the evidence of that? Go ahead.
Am I wrong? Yeah, the evidence is going to be this. This is how we operate. For instance, the women's room. Whenever women go into the women's room, there's no issue at all because what's up, Atlantic? Because there's an understanding that we accept a woman as a woman based on her gender expression. It's not for her female parts. No one is asking the women that go into the women's room, oh, can we make sure that you're female? Because we can't just go off of your gender expression, because we need to make sure that it's appropriate for you to go in there, because so we need to check if you're female or not. No, that's not how we operate. That's how I'm demonstrating it right now. Women go into the women's room without ever revealing their sex. That's crazy. How do they do
Yeah,
that?
anyways,
It
so
must
I'll
be
just rebuttal
because
that real quick. So
it must be because
when you say
it must be because they have a gender expression, right?
No. So when you say society has
No?
this understanding, yeah, no, I can clarify. I was going to interrupt you because you already interrupted me. So anyways, Brett, so I don't know why I'm getting muted, but you already interrupted me, which is like weird, ironic, and like fallacious. But anyways, apart from that,
Yeah,
when
too
you say
bad.
society
You're
has
cope.
this
Just cope
understanding,
about it.
I know you're
Bro,
cooked.
stop
I know you're
complaining and
cooked. I
just
know you're
cope. Just
coping.
cope.
Stop whining.
Oh,
Shut
now
up.
you're using my word?
Yeah, I know.
Imitation.
Yeah,
Imitation
I know.
is the
Well, I'm not
sincerest form of
imitating.
flattery.
That's a blunder there. Anyways, apart from that,
Yeah.
so yeah, you think pivoting is
I
solely in
said
reference to
cope and then you
basketball,
said
dumb
cope.
fuck. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Pivot is a
Anyways,
basketball
apart
term,
from
bro.
it is a basketball term, but not solely, dumb fuck, like you said initially.
Didn't
So
say it was
stop.
solely.
Yes, you
Didn't say it
did.
was solely.
Oh my
Didn't
god,
say
dude,
that.
stop. You're
I
already
never
cooked.
said that, bro.
You're already cooked. So anyways, let me just continue
Okay.
to like intellectually mog you. Okay. So anyways, when you say that like society has
You can't literally mock though,
understanding,
because,
right? That wouldn't give. Okay, so you bring up bathrooms, right? Which also requires evidence that you're just giving your words. You're not actually giving any study or any article, any statistic, and that can back up that empirical claim you're making. You're being fallacious again. You're just you're blundering. You're fumbling all over yourself. You're not actually.
So how can
proving
you
your
tell,
point.
Gooey?
So
How can you tell the
when
difference
you
between
stop
men and
interrupting
women?
me? When you
Too
stop
bad.
interrupting me, like when you complained about me interrupting you, or I was muted for interrupting you actually, so it doesn't even matter. I'm going to continue my point here as we interrupt each other because clearly you're not going to be good faith here, right? When you say society has this understanding, right? That requires evidence or argument there. You bring up bathrooms. I can just grant. Here's the issue. You're so bad at arguing. Your rhetoric is just ass. So I could just grant you, right? Society could, or some basis of society could say, we don't know if there's an adult human female and a perception is mistaken that is entering this bathroom right now. It can still factually be defined
Sure.
that a woman
So
is an
how can
adult
you
human
tell?
female. So stop,
How can you tell?
Stop talking when I'm talking.
I'm not going to stop. You
get
can
there.
ask, but I'm not going
We
to
can
stop.
get there. Yeah, I know.
So
but
how do
here's
you
the thing.
tell?
My rhetoric works where I constantly tell you to stop talking when I'm talking. So we can just continue with the meta as an intellectually
So
demolished.
Gooey, how
Okay?
can you
So apart
tell
from
the
that,
difference
right?
between men and women?
Yeah,
in
it's not
public?
relevant. It's not relevant for us to be able to tell by proxy my definition. I already rendered that argument.
Well, then
earlier.
your worldview is
So
kind
apart
of
from
useless,
that-
man.
It's not cope. No, it's not cope. That requires an argument there too. But apart from that,
Thank you
right,
for
the
using my
blunder-
word.
The blunder.
Did
there,
you learn it?
the blunder? Hey.
Oh, the
stop
blunder. Oh
talking.
no.
Yeah, the mistake you're making.
Oh no, a
is
mistake.
the mistake you're making is you keep making a positive claim that society has this understanding that you cannot prove. But the issue is,
I
if you're
just proved it.
No, you didn't.
I just
You
proved
said-
it.
No, you didn't. You said.
Yeah,
okay,
I
how
did.
about this? No, you didn't. I can verify. So when
Do
you
we
said,
check people's genitals before they go into the bathroom?
Host, you're saying that we do not, right?
Yeah, we don't.
No, you're saying that we don't. Like we literally.
Yeah,
I don't know. You
we
guys
literally
check people's
don't.
genitals as if. Hey, stop talking. I'm not checking people's genitals as if we literally don't ask, etc. Right? But if it is the case, right? There's legal parameters that set females can only enter these spaces. Then yes, there would be parameters to say, for example, a male with male certain or specifications would not enter like women's sports, for example, and etc. Right? That would give forth us actually checking, right? So if you're saying we don't in these bases, right? That still requires evidence there. So I'm asking for the evidence that we don't check their whatever the hell you're talking about in these spaces, or again,
Can you
what's your
demonstrate that
positive
we
claim?
do? Can you demonstrate that we do?
Actually,
So you have the
I literally
positive claim. You have the positive claim that we do check
literally just-
genitals before they go into the
literally
bathroom.
just did.
Can you
Literally just did.
demonstrate
I
that?
literally
Go ahead and
just did.
demonstrate it.
I literally just did. If you were tracking,
You literally just did.
Yes.
Provide evidence that we check people's genitals before
Wait,
they go
why
into
you,
the women's room.
that's bad faith. Why are you asking for evidence when you didn't give evidence earlier for your initial positive claim?
I literally did. That's just
No,
not,
you
this is
didn't.
not
You
what
didn't give
doesn't happen.
evidence. You said
Hold on.
You said with your words that we check these bathrooms. You said with a picture that we have this understanding.
Oh, so
no,
you
that
think,
wouldn't
so
give
you're
the
under
thing
oh,
through.
so
It-
you're
it's a
under the
physical-
understanding, Gooey. So you're under the understanding that whenever
you're-
people use bathrooms, if you come off of mute, you're gone. Okay. If you're understanding that whenever people use bathrooms, we check their genitals. We literally people lift up their clothes and check their genitals. You think that's what's going on in the world? Go ahead.
Yeah, so that question's irrelevant here. So when you said before, I'm just gonna give the relevance of the question. When you said before, right? Well, first off, I'm gonna regurgitate the dialectic for you. Your initial claim was that society has this understanding. That's the positive claim. You have not verified for everybody here. All 36 viewers who
Okay.
just ran away for the past 25 minutes. Further
Okay.
than that, right? You brought up bathrooms and you brought up a picture to say this somehow, quote unquote, actually verifies or demonstrates the empirical claim. It does not. It can be the case, right? We could recognize or not recognize in a passerby situation this adult human female as an adult human female, right? I can grant you that. Further, stop talking. Further, right? When it comes to the bathrooms,
Whoa, who was talking?
Stop talking. You're talking.
Gooey.
You're interrupting.
Why did you say stop?
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
literally
when you
the
say,
only one talking, dude.
Hey, when you say is a word, yeah, when you say is a word, right? So you're interrupting. Stop talking. Dumb fuck. Anyways, okay, cool.
Don't tell me to stop talking. Don't tell me to stop talking.
I will tell you to
homeboy.
stop talking if you interrupt. Okay, how about that?
Yeah,
Anyways,
so what would you like me to
continuing-
prove to you today?
Continuing, yeah, I want you to prove the point society has this understanding. What? That's what I asked.
Okay, you want me to prove
That's
the
what
point?
everyone's waiting for.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Okay, so oh yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting with bated breath. So you want me to prove?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Got
please.
an alert. Okay, so
Okay.
you want me to prove that in society we don't check people's genitals
That's not
if
what
they
I
go-
asked.
if they use the bathroom?
Not what I
Okay,
asked.
because you're talking. Okay, well then you're gonna have to speak slower and clear and open your
Yeah,
mouth.
I'll break it down for
'cause
the
I can't-
layman because clearly you just intellectually malnourished. So again,
Okay.
I'll repeat the positive. Actually, host, just verify for everybody here you're not tracking or arguing. Repeat the first positive claim you made.
Test 1 2.
Repeat the first positive.
I don't
claim.
need to repeat anything. I'm
No,
asking
you
you,
don't
what do you
even
want me to
remember. You
what,
don't
what do you
even
want me to
remember.
prove to you today? What do you want me to prove to you today?
Yeah, you want me to repeat the positive claim you made because you don't even remember. Holy shit. Okay, cool. The positive claim you made initially, you're just so embarrassing, host, to talk to. But anyways, was that you said society has this understanding in which we categorize. I'm just repeating your own words because clearly you're not tracking. Society has this understanding in which we categorize a woman by proxy of gender expression or gender identity, whatever the hell that means, right? So that requires an evidence or argument that can give forth that being true. You didn't give us that. You gave us what you.
I
asked me
literally
questions
did.
about it.
Okay.
Stop talking.
So let me
Stop talking.
clarify.
Now you're
Okay,
interrupting.
so let me clarify what exactly you want. Let me.
that I wasn't
So you want me to? You want me
anyway-
to show you? So what you want me to do is you want me to show you
Bad faith
people
and
going into the women's room not being checked for genitals? Is that what you want me to show?
I don't know. The guy below me has my live. Just people below me. But anyways, no. So I want you to back. Okay, so here's the issue. Like your rhetoric is just so ass. Yeah, if whoever's showing that, if they can like minimize it, we can't even see what the fuck like the prompt you're trying to.
All right,
show.
give me a second. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, cool. Anyways, and also that's like completely irrelevant to what the fuck we're talking about. Okay, that's still not minimized, but yeah.
It's
Anyways,
100% relevant. It's 100% relevant. By the way, host, I'm
yeah, I don't
30
think it's
years
relevant.
old.
Anyways, okay, if I can
well,
continue,
it
Beef,
is,
stop
it's relevant
talking when I'm
because you are
talking.
on
Shut up.
panel.
Shut up.
You are
Stop
on
talking,
panel.
Beef.
Yeah.
Stop
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
You're just,
no,
so-
no, you're not going to stop me.
Okay.
You sit here and make this
Adding
sick
nothing to the
shit.
conversation.
You don't
Stop talking.
disavow schmetophilia
No.
whatsoever.
What are you talking?
So,
Disavow
yeah,
schmetophilia?
I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk
You did?
about it. You're not going to silence me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I stop?
Yeah. And it's
Can I
my
stop getting-
responsibility to let
Can I
the host
stop getting?
know.
Stop
So,
getting muted.
yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
stop getting muted?
Keep going.
Stop getting muted. Stop getting muted.
So, like I was saying,
Okay, anyway, So
he makes these
I
lies
disavow
about Loli, which,
I
if you
disavow-
know anything about
That's-
Loli, it is
that requires proof there.
pornography in Japan. He doesn't disavow
Lol-
it. He actually,
not- What is
yeah,
this talking?
it is. It is.
No, it is.
Yes,
Loli's
it
a-
is. It is.
Anime is not
fascistic
inherently
porn.
hentai.
Yeah,
Prove
it
that-
is. It is. It
Prove-
is. These are
Prove
human
it.
being children.
Anime is not. It's like saying
It's human being children.
inherently hentai.
So you're gonna sit there and tell me Lisa's not human?
Prove that.
Yeah.
Always
right.
Hentai.
So again, and I also have a clip where he
Okay,
doesn't
cool. So you
disavow
can't
it.
prove that. So one, I disavow
Yeah, I
pedophilia.
do.
You can't prove that Loli is.
So-
Prove it. Get the
So
evidence.
again, here's
And
the
it's
clip.
irrelevant tangent that you're doing.
Attracted to children, Gooey.
Okay,
Never
holy
okay.
shit. This isn't proving that I don't. Okay,
that like somebody
I've never heard of Loli, but I just googled Loli and it's young.
This is all they do, Gooey. They just dodge. They just dodge, Gooey. They just dodge.
Hold up, everybody.
They
Stop.
realize that they don't have the intellect, and they just dodge.
I got you. Let him play the clip. This is the clip of his evidence.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's not okay to be attracted to like children. I agree.
Okay,
with
so
that.
I disavow pedophilia there. Oh, in the clip of your evidence, which you say I don't disavow pedophilia, I disavow pedophilia. So that's a blunder there. That's a blunder
Never
there.
okay
Hold
to
on.
be attracted to
Yeah, that's a
children.
blunder there.
Gooey, what do you
Overtalk is
expect?
gonna
Beef
help.
2.0 sounds like they never went to school.
Yeah, they're all
Because
slow.
like,
The
it's
rest
Yeah.
of the rest of the clip is
it's
irrelevant
PG.
because
It's being
Beef's claim
attracted
was
to
that I
children
don't
when
disavow
you're an adult. If
pedophilia,
you're
but in the
attracted to
clip
the
he just
image
played
of
I
children,
disavow
if you're
pedophilia.
attracted to
They
sex
have
dolls
the
of
intellect
children,
of a dry
if you're attracted
sponge.
to
Unless it's a
child
fucking piece of
porn that's
paper.
animated, if you're attracted
Like
to
a
anything
pencil,
that has to do
rather.
with children, and you're an adult sexually.
By the way, I'm saying yeah to Martha's
Can you just be
response.
quiet a second? I'm trying to listen. For fuck's sake, does this guy ever shut up?
Something like so
Well, the clip
fucked up.
didn't prove his point, so his
Just be
claim-
quiet.
Gooey, when host also knows he's
Just
out
be
of his
quiet.
depth, he
Look,
just asks
the
people to
dude's
turn their
playing the
camera
clip.
on.
Just be quiet.
No, the
Some sort of
Lord,
macho move.
Lord, the clip literally disagrees with us.
Great, then be quiet so I can hear it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. He just
Can you play the clip
No,
over?
no, it's
Nobody
not
heard
done.
any.
It's not done yet.
Nobody
Hold
heard
on.
any of it. Yeah.
Anyways, I get what you're saying. Like, I understand. Like, the issue is you're trying to say it is something in relation to the diagnostic, which doesn't state or prove your position. So I'm asking you, how are you getting the basis that is like pedophilia or whatever in relation to the diagnostic, which states human and which it would not be? So I don't understand how you're getting this. It's not
This has like
logically
nothing to
valid.
do with his claim, Lord, by the
Okay,
way.
you're trying to Philbro your way out of
Fair.
this, but like you need to just get right to reality here. If you, as an adult male, are attracted to images of children, children, if you're attracted to the depictions of children sexually, if you have a sexual orientation towards children, that is absolutely not okay. It doesn't matter whether the children are real or they're AI corn or they're anime corn or they're anything. If you're attracted to children, that's a problem. There's
Yeah.
no getting around that. There's no like
Yeah.
let's look at morality subjectively and objectively. It is
We're not,
absolutely objectively immoral for adults to be sexually attracted to children in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so Martha, I understand maybe, apologies to Mr. Martha's rude. I really do apologize for this case. I don't understand like what you're not getting. And it's not really a Philbro because we're dealing with like the DSM-5, which would be like objective or whatever. So it's really not, it's really not, like, I'm really not taking a philosophical stance on like what these things are. I'm taking an objective and empirical stance on what these things are, which I would say objectively, yes, cartoons are not humans. So regardless of that, right? I know you tend to debate people
That's in
by
the clip, by the way.
Like, okay, it's never okay to be sexually attracted to children, Gooey.
Well,
It's
okay.
Right.
Yeah, okay, that's in the clip. So
again,
yeah, so
you
Beef,
sit
the
there
claim
and you
was
defended
the
how
claim
cartoons
was
are not
that I
depictions
didn't
of
disavow
humans.
pedophilia. In the
yeah,
clip,
no,
I
no, no,
disavowed
no,
pedophilia,
no,
so
no.
you're lying.
What you said,
So apart
what
from
you
that,
said
the
came
rest of the
out
clip
your
was
mouth.
Martha
What came out of your mouth.
saying
You
that
said
fucking a piece of
human-
paper is the same thing as a
these are not
human. Obviously,
depictions
that's
of
not
humans,
true.
right?
So in the rest of the clip, I asked
tell me
Martha to
how-
prove to me
again,
that a piece
tell
of
me
paper is the
how
same thing as a
that's
breathing
not
human,
depiction
which they did
of a
not
child.
prove. So
Tell me how
obviously,
it's not
your claim is
depiction of a child.
fallacious.
On that
End of story.
Gentlemen, I want to hear the man defend himself.
Yeah,
He already
just
did
heard
in
a
the video,
clip.
Duchess.
Hold
He already
on,
did in the
everybody.
video, Duchess.
I did.
Everybody
I did.
He already
hold
did in the
on,
video,
please.
Duchess. You
Hold on,
clearly
hold on,
weren't
hold on.
listening.
Wait, bro.
To hear the man defend himself. I don't
He already
care
did,
who
Duchess.
you are and what your opinion is and who you want to do. I just heard a
He
clip.
did, Duchess.
Allow
The two of
be
y'all
quiet.
y'all overtalk everybody.
Clearly
So
weren't
nobody-
All
listening.
I've been
We can't
quiet
listen,
this whole
bro.
time.
You
Everybody
won't stop
needs to
talking.
shut up because everybody should get the opportunity to defend themselves. Gooey,
go.
please go ahead.
Yeah, so Beef's claim, they literally came on panel and just derailed the entire conversation with this fallacious, crazy positive assertion that I'd never disavowed pedophilia when I disavowed pedophilia here. And in their own clip, Lord, we let the clip play. I wanted to stop it because there's no point. The clip already contradicted themselves, right? Or contradicted Beef's claim, right? Their claim, again, I just didn't disavow pedophilia. In the clip, Martha, I believe this is like Q's old live or whatever, asked me, is it okay to for an adult to like children? I say no in the clip. So in the clip, Lord, Duchess, everybody here, I disavow pedophilia. So that is salacious. We don't perfect, right? We don't need to go through the rest of the clip. I can clarify the rest of the clip that when we
Too bad. Too bad. Okay, so I want to hear the clip again. I want to hear the clip again, and then Gooey, you can respond.
Okay,
good.
We'll just play it again. Yeah.
We're okay.
Martha, okay, you're attempting to argue to me, right, that like if somebody likes a loli, right, it's not okay. If you mean like okay under like your morality or subjective framework, then yeah, it can not be okay to you, but you can still be a loli fan. So I don't get the argument there.
I don't like.
You also
Call
be a
it whatever
furry.
you will. Call it whatever you will. It's never okay to be attracted to children when you're an adult.
Yeah, you can. It's not okay to be attracted to like children. I agree with that. Not fictional.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Can you pause the clip?
Pause it. Yeah.
Beef, can you pause the clip? So
Yeah.
I actively heard whoever this gooey person is. I actively heard him say that absolutely against this entirely.
Yeah.
I don't understand all the different pornos and stuff that y'all are talking about because I don't get into all that. But if you're disavowing it and then somebody decides to chokehold everybody and say, well, we all know it's bad to want to do kids. Yes, I agree. They should have their heads chopped off if they want to do kids. But it's going to completely degrade the term pedo if you call everyone a pedo.
Yes, exactly, Beef. So
I
when you
mean,
say
I don't call him that. I
Yeah, I
would
agree
say
with
he's
that.
an apologist.
No, when
I
you
would say he's not.
whoa, that's a different thing.
Hold on. Wait, he was talking to me, and then you're gonna.
Well,
talk
actually, she
over
was talking
me.
to the
If I
whole
go
panel.
do
I wasn't talking to
anything-
you.
Wait,
So
you're gonna
I have
lose
to
the
respond too.
argument. You're over talking me, and then you're
Okay,
gonna
cool.
lose.
Just respond.
This is a good point.
Sure,
I
how about
want to
you
make a
shut the fuck
point.
up for 2
I want to make a
seconds,
point.
okay?
Hold
How
on,
about
hold on,
that?
hold on,
Okay?
hold on.
Let
First
me
of all,
respond to
no, Beef. I want to make a point. Okay, yes, there is like animated and like AI. And then the people that support that are going to say, "Oh, it's not real. It's not really a child. No, it's AI. It's just that." No one is buying that. If you're into that, if you're into that, just to protect, I don't know. Actually, if you're into that, yeah, just let us know so that way we know you're a weirdo. But
Yeah, I don't
okay,
defend
but again, okay, on this app especially, you got to stop calling people that because that is the worst thing a human being could be. It's worse than schmurder, being a P3DO. That's the worst thing. And we call people that like left and right. It's gonna lose its
value,
impact. It's gonna lessen its impact if we just throw it around. Like I watch like pred catchers on YouTube, freaking PP Southeast Texas and Skeeter Gene and all them. And they catch actual like, and they have like images on their phone and shit. Like those are the real P3s, and they go to jail. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, so real quick before Beef responds. Yeah, the issue is Beef. This is what I mean, and it kind of is all on you here. When you came up here and now you're changing, I'm pretty sure you actually just called me a P3, but now if you were to change, if you didn't say whatever, you're calling me a P3 apologist. That's still not true because whatever in the clip there is we're disavowing, we're talking about is P3.
No, it's not.
I saw. Oh my
You
God! Did you
literally
see how you
sat
just
there and
complained about
said
being
that the
interrupted? You interrupted me.
child
Shut up.
that's
No, let me
depicted-
defend myself.
Wait,
Stop
wait,
talking.
wait.
No,
You said
no,
the child
no.
in
I'm not gonna let you finish. I'm
there
not gonna let you finish
is
because you like to
not
derail
human. That is a
conversations
human
for your
depiction. What
random
are we
fallacious claims.
talking
Yo,
about?
Douglas,
Let him go. Let him
Just mute
go.
him. Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, you came up here, and apart from derailing the entire conversation we had, I'd assume you're pivoting. If you're not pivoting, you said I was a P3, maybe you're not. So now saying I'm a P3 apologist, the clip there still does not verify that. Because like I'm saying it now, I disagree P3 apologist and being a P3. And I agree we shouldn't throw around these terms like being a P3 or P3 apologist fallaciously, right? Because you're just saying I am, when in the clip, your own quote-unquote evidence to say I am, I disavow it there. So you're wrong for saying that. So yes, you are watering down the term against
No,
the
I'm
host
not
word.
watering down no term.
Oh, yeah,
I
we have to
literally sat there and said that you're an apologist. I literally say that every time I see you on panel. I say that you're an
Hey,
apologist.
Beef, can you tell me how someone completely denouncing it is an apologist for it, please?
Yeah. So he doesn't completely disannounce it because when we heard in the clip as well,
I heard a
also
bunch of
stated
other
how to-
people talking in the clip at that person.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
here
understood,
in this moment, and I get it. You want to take people down. I get it, especially if they're P3s. Where is
Jada,
your
come up.
proof? A bunch of random humans on the internet going back and forth with each other? That's
that's not
not
proof.
proof. Proof is actively being engaged in this.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
like,
not,
you could,
I'm
you know,
not
pick
seeing
me
any of
again,
that.
that'd be great.
What I
I have
am
the
seeing,
live.
Beef, hey Beef, what I am seeing is a man being accused of something and completely denouncing it forcefully.
Yep, and I denounce it in your own evidence too. Okay, Beef.
No,
here's,
you
here's
did
stop.
not.
No,
You
here's the thing.
backtracked.
Here's the stop
You
talking. No,
literally
no, stop. That is not
backtracked.
back.
What are
Stop.
we
No,
talking
that is
about?
impossible for me. Stop talking.
You
That is stop
backtracked.
talking. Beef, mute yourself.
Yo,
No, it is.
you
Okay, I'm just gonna
got to
talk over you
talk
because
the
like I have to
whole
defend myself, and you
time.
keep talking. No,
You got to talk the
relax.
whole
Host, can
time.
I
Anyway,
jump in here,
when
host?
you say that I'm a P3 apologist, it is impossible. You're just really dumb. I'm sorry for me to even backtrack because your own evidence in the fucking past is me still disavowing P3 and being a P3 apologist as I do now. So stop talking. No,
You
have
do not
no.
denounce
Stop
it.
talking.
When you
You
literally
have
sat
no
there and said,
evidence
those
when you
depictions are not
fallaciously
human
accuse
children.
somebody
Then
of
what
being a
are they?
P3.
What
You
are
are
they?
watering down
What
the
do they
term.
look
So
like?
yes, it's
What
utterly
do they
fair
look
for
like?
everybody here to
But
disavow
what do
you
they look
or
like? They
say
look
these
like
things against you
children.
because you're just
Human
throwing out these
children.
terms fallaciously, Lord. P3. So yes, Lord, you have something to say. You can say.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, no, I was
let's.
just going to. I was just going to clarify. Look, it
Oh, what's
sounds
up,
like
Infidel?
the beef dude is saying gooey likes lowly, which I literally just googled for the first time, and does appear to be animated versions of young girls wearing lingerie. Gooey is saying, well, that's not actual people, and I disavow actual pedophilia. So we're in a situation here where there might be a guy named Gooey who his entire life is actually attracted to anime
I'm not,
young
though.
children. Okay, fair enough. But might be attracted to anime young children wearing lingerie, but will never in any way act
Okay.
upon that.
So let's just
whether
get.
that's good or bad,
Well, I'm
who
not
cares?
though.
Let's
Just for the sake of it, I'm just
fair,
not.
fair. Let's move past it and go back
Okay.
to
Yeah,
the
please,
trans
Okay.
thing.
Holy
I would
shit.
just like to ask Gooey. Look, it sounds like Gooey was saying the host's P1 effectively is gender expression is something that society views based on like how they see somebody. And Gooey, are you saying you disagree with that?
Well, no, that's not exactly the P1. I guess we're moving apart from P, like fallacious claim. No, the
Yeah,
host P1 was society has this understanding which we categorize a woman by proxy of like gender expression or identity. I'm asking them like, for what's the evidence or argument for?
Yeah, I know you're asking him for that, but you're way ahead of him in terms of debate. So let's just talk colloquially. Do you disagree with his P1?
I don't affirm it. No.
Do you disagree with it?
Thank you
Sure,
for
if that
speaking,
means
Phil.
if that just means quote unquote disagreeing, then yeah.
Thanks for speaking, Phil, bro.
Okay.
Lord J. I'm just kidding.
So he doesn't agree with you, host. He does not think
Okay,
that that's
so he
how
does not agree.
gender
Okay,
is,
so
is
P1.
determined. So Gooey, again, he's not a Phil bro. So now he's asking you, because we're just talking colloquially, how do you think gender is affirmed?
I mean, I guess if we're apart from it being like a debate in which the host is just like not going to back up the positive affirmation, then I mean, if you ask, okay, so you asked me like how I would define gender expression, or
No,
like,
how it's affirmed.
oh, well, I don't know what like, gender identity exactly or gender expression exactly means. Honestly, I'm kind of agnostic on the view. You've already give forth like a definition for me, and it's something in relation to like societal aspects, like typicalities. Maybe like wearing dresses, etc., that like an adult human female can like do. Like, yeah, sure, I can invoke that understanding of gender expression, but I don't think that's like I don't think it has any relevance to us defining what a woman is or what a trans woman is.
Well, you would think, host, you just just ask him to talk colloquially next time, right? Because you just admit, I heard you earlier, there's some words you don't know. Just say you don't know a word and say, I don't know Phil bro.
Well, I don't think I need to define. Well,
I understand.
Hold
That's
on.
cool.
Let me hang on. I don't think I need to define words that I'm not using. Why would I need to define words that I'm not using?
Well, because the guy asked you if you knew what the word was, and you said yes. And then he said, define it. So just say no. Just say no next. Just say no next time. But look, here's my point.
I don't think I need to do that. If you're using a word,
here's my point. So if we talk colloquially, the next question is like, look, hey, you would agree that when we're out and about in society and we're walking around in our heads, we're like woman, man, even if we're not pointing it out, and we're seeing people and we're like putting them in boxes, maybe not necessarily, but like we have this understanding of what a woman and a man is as we're just out and about in the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
how does that, and that has impact on like how shit works.
No. So that's why I disagree. It's kind of, I talk with Infidel about this, but like it's kind of like the definition of gay, etc. My definition of what a woman is, an adult human female, doesn't give forth like societal perception. Like obviously, if we're just entailing a Homo sapien is in relation to like, what an adult human female is by proxy, people can look at something and be mistaken. That doesn't give forth like any like actual logistical implications of what a woman is if it's defined, in these bases of law or sports as an adult human female, etc.
Can I just ask one question about that?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that if we draw a baby, this is what it goons off to it?
Oh my god, no, we're apart from that, Infidel. We're apart from that. No, we're not talking about this shit. It has nothing to do with Smetaphilia, which I disavow. Holy shit. Anyways. So, yeah,
Sweet,
you have a
sir.
question? You have a question pertaining to what I just said, though?
Yeah, I don't see the relevance.
Of what I just... Okay, well, I was responding to Lord. I guess you don't see the relevance of what I just said to Lord. I don't know about that, but...
Yeah, no, it just seems intuitive to me or self-evident to me that there is implications to how we societally move around and box people into these two dichotomous, even if they're not categories. That is separate from how we legally do it. But like the hostess point of, hey, when women go to the bathroom, we're not like there's not a camera out there and saying pull down your pants and let's check it. Let's check your genitalia.
I think the issue is like when you say that like there's intuitive implications and like yeah, obviously, but that doesn't give like the argument is to say trans women are not women there. It's like those are like objective truths.
Yeah, look, I'm old, so even though I'm like more liberal and would like trans women to be women, my intuition is like I just wish they had a third category, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a third category of Homo sapiens.
Well, there could be. There's more than two categories of sex, right?
Yeah, but like across Homo sapiens, no.
Yeah, but so there can be more than two categories of gender. Right, there's more than two categories.
No, that doesn't necessarily follow. If gender is in relation to sex, it would just necessitate those two categories.
But there's more than two categories of sex. I would say.
No, across Homo sapiens, you would disagree with that, or do you affirm that there is?
Yeah. I'm aware of people that are born with like abnormalities where they're both female and male.
Classification? They're a third classification.
Well, I don't. I would assume so. I don't know. How do you classify those people?
Oh yeah, if humans are gonochoric, that would give forth them being male or female. Like of or denoting to, which would be like a definition that could be attributed to like a Homo sapien, right? Would include those specifications you're mentioning.
So gonophoric is the word that describes like. Okay, so those people are classified as only male or female.
Yes, well, that's most mammals, by the way.
How do they do that? Just out of curiosity.
It's a biparental reproductive system and strategy. So for like us, it's like Mullerian and Wolffian. If I were to specify.
What does that mean? I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Well, we can go into detail. Okay, do you have contention with Homo sapiens either being male or female?
I don't know. The answer is I don't know because I don't know what the words you said just mean.
Okay.
Right? So,
well, basically, like the Mullerian and Wolffian, just if your body is primarily structured or is structured to have the capacity to produce like large or small gametes.
Gotcha. So even in those outside cases, it will fit into large or small gametes.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So if that is the case, then I have no contention with your claim. So your claim is it is dichotomous on a sex basis, and therefore should be dichotomous on a gender basis.
Yes.
Right. And then your further claim is while there might be some societal implications when you're just out and walking about, those. Expand upon your claim on that.
Yeah, so and again, I talked to Infidel about this, about kind of like the definition of gay or whatever. But like, yeah, there could be like a societal implication, or like the societal implication by proxy perception. Obviously, if we're dealing with Homo sapiens, but if the definition just necessitates that we're dealing with like a category here, and necessary condition is them being like female literally, then yeah, you could be mistaken. Right, I'm granting that there could be cases in which a trans woman can enter a bathroom and not have like these situations arise in which they're called out, etc. Right, that can just happen, right? But it doesn't have anything to do with my definition. It just would be the case that woman is adult and female in a lot of categories, logistically speaking, in law or like women's sports, etc. Are defined.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree with that. And because when you look up, because when you're having these debates and people are like, well, gender doesn't mean that. And you look up gender and it literally says adult human female. And you're like, well, it does mean that. But I think the opposing view is like they don't want the definition to be that because definitions are just subjective and it's somewhat trivial to say that's what the definition is.
Me, Infidel, you might disagree. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what it means to say definitions are subjective. Actually,
they're
I do
things dependent.
Yeah, like what does that mean?
I do believe it's subjective.
Yeah, but what does that mean to say that though?
It means it's mind dependent. So these descriptions are only exists simply because the mind interprets some particular qualities or thing or meaning as derived.
Wait, so you take subjective to mean solely mind independence, and I guess
Mind dependent.
Yeah, and objective would just be solely without a mind.
Stance independent, yes.
Well, no, stance independent can entail a mind, obviously. I'm asking if you take objective to mean without a mind, like a necessary condition.
Objective,
without, like-
no. All objective cases are stance independent.
Yeah, no. I'm saying okay, that's not what I asked for. I'm saying when you say subjective is without a mind, I mean subjective is with a mind, right? Like mind dependent. And then I would just ask by proxy, do you say objective would be without a mind, like mind independent, right? Not stance independent, because stance independent qualities can obviously necessitate a mind.
Okay, so no, I don't think there are objective cases that are mind dependent.
Mind independent, you mean?
Dependent.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the argument for that?
Well, given the nature, well, I'm just giving a definition. So all I mean by subjectivity is anything that's mind dependent. If it exists due to the faculties of the mind, then I think it's subjective.
Why no? But okay, this is the issue when you say a definition. Wait, so okay, when you're saying a definition is this, and you're saying like I don't know if you're just saying maybe your definition of a definition is definitions are subjectively like is like as an entailment of that by proxy of definition, but that still requires an argument. I don't have to. Sorry if this is way apart. Like
if you're asking the argument that definitions derive from mind-dependent statements,
no, I'm asking for the argument for no. I'm asking for the argument. Oh yeah, I guess technically, sorry, my bad. But like it's more of like why should I affirm like one this understanding what objective and subjective means, and like two. Like that definitions are this, and if it's like
why should you affirm given that common usage is one of the reasons.
Well, I don't know if you mean by common usage. We can verify that, but like when you say like it's an entailment of the definition here, like I don't know what you mean to say that.
Boring, so boring. Okay, hey, what's up, Echo? You're an adult over 18.
I'll just move it back.
You're an adult over 18. Lord J, please, Lord J. Echo, you're an adult over 18.
Yeah, yes, I am over 18. I'm an adult. I also have a red flag moment to interrupt here.
Okay.
Gooey openly advocates for lolicon.
No, I don't actually do
we
that.
We already covered this.
You already covered this. We're way past it. So like one actually is not true.
Hold on. I didn't understand what exactly was going on, Echo, and I couldn't really get into it. But
yeah, so Gooey has hosted lives before saying what's wrong with lolicon and defending it, and lolicon is the animated depiction of sexual underage minors.
Yeah, so one is one. I don't really quote unquote defending it if I'm asking people to back up that it's something else. Two, so that requires evidence there. Two is that one. I'm not going to agree. Whatever you're talking about with fictional characters is like a depiction of what would be actual Homo sapiens. Obviously, that's not like.
He doesn't believe.
If it's just stop talking, Echo, real quick, relax. I'm responding to you. Right? Let me defend myself. So when you say, one that I defend it, right, that requires like evidence there. Two is that like whatever you're talking about, these I'd assume fictional characters are actually humans. I don't know how you get there to even begin to say that. But real quick, I know the host said maybe we can talk about this. This is way apart from the conversation.
You're also stop
talking. If you stop talking, maybe I can answer. Maybe I can answer if you stop talking.
No, Gooey, you're way down. You're at the bottom of the totem pole. Echo, if Echo wants to come talk about it, Echo's way higher.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, but I wasn't.
Now
finished.
we talk about it.
Yeah, I got you. I can.
If Echo thinks something is important, if Echo thinks something's important, then it's important to me.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
we can do that, but we can get there when I'm done talking.
No, that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Echo.
They can interrupt me. Okay, well,
that's on it. And if you go to the YouTube channel, it's a month ago. It's labeled NV1, NV2, and NV3, where they held a live, where they were talking about Gooey and the background that he ran, and the whole debate about lolicon.
Yeah. So prove I defend it. So prove I defend it. Go ahead. So prove I defend it, and also prove what you're saying on these fictional representations.
All right. If someone wants to, so is it on your YouTube channel, Echo? The debate?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yep.
Debates TikTok or something?
Yep, Debate Talk Archives.
Yeah,
and
so they're not going to
he's basically.
Look, I can do it colloquially. Look, Echo, do you know what the romance like genre of books is? I'll just assume you do or don't. But the romance genre of books or has gotten very quote unquote spicy. There's lots of 40-year-old women who read this genre of books, and a very central, oft repeated theme in that is a grape fantasy. It's a woman who's been captured, she gets graped, and man, she likes it. and the women who read it like it, and they fantasize about it, and they think it's great. Do you think those women think grape is okay?
We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Yeah, I'm using an analogy. Do you think those
Lord,
women think grape
no,
is
I'm talking
actually
about an
okay?
actual
So
content situation, Lord. So
yeah,
like
about
Hey,
fiction, about
Lord,
fictional
Lord,
characters.
you asked hey,
I'm
Lord Jay,
talking
you
about
asked
the
Echo. I'm
depiction
sorry,
of
Echo. I'm sorry, Echo. Let me get you. Let me back up. Lord, you asked Echo a question, and because you didn't like how he started the answer, you're going to talk over him. So your
I
question
just want a
was,
yes or a no.
you too
He's
bad,
not
too
giving
bad.
that.
That's too bad. Cry about it. Cope. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I am
your
crying about
question
it. I did
was
ask him a
good,
question.
good.
It has either a yes
Hope you have some
answer or a
tissues.
no answer.
He's going to answer the way he wants to.
I like how
'cause
like Echo's
I don't know who
not
you are, and I know who Echo is. So the
Oh,
question
okay.
was,
So favoritism.
Gooey, shut up. The question was, okay, do you think that the women who read the novels think grape is okay? And Echo's answer is,
So I'm talking specifically about Gooey and the Lolicon and his approval of Lolicon.
Yeah, so I don't approve it. So
I
again,
I
you're
understand
not
that.
proving that.
You see how he's not answering my question?
Yep, that as well. So you're not answering questions, and two, you're also just not proving that I like it. So the host, actually, Duchess and Adam,
okay.
brought up that like it's not good to like make claims on somebody, these very serious accusations with no evidence, and clearly
So
you're also
Lord Jay,
attributing to that Echo for
is
not
your
verifying
is your claim, well, if I just read novels about PDF stuff, it's just reading the novels about it. I don't think it's actually okay. I just like to read the novels about it. Is that justified?
Well, yeah, my claim is that those are logically the same situation. So I'm trying to understand if he thinks logically that the women who read and enjoy novels about grape fantasies actually think grape is okay, because that's the logical conclusion to what his claim is.
The difference is that Guri said that in many cases of gooning off to these sort of like things is going to not be P3D behavior.
Yeah, that doesn't give.
Same way as women who read novels
Holy
about grape
shit, but no,
fantasies.
that doesn't mean I actually defend it, nor does it entail anything in relation to
I don't like what Gooey is doing.
Yeah, I think.
I'm just saying it's logically the same thing.
I want to clarify this.
I
don't like Loli. I don't know why people keep attributing that I like it. This is like really weird. So I can make a claim.
Yeah,
what Lord is saying, I can make a claim without obviously defending the attributes of the claim. That's like stupid. That's like saying trans women are women somehow entails you actually like trans. Like what the fuck?
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, hold on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna. Okay, let me see if I can work this out. I would say that if someone fantasizes about grape and they enjoy it, that would be justified to them, to them. So if someone is reading a novel about PDF or a comic book about PDF stuff and they enjoy it, then that would also mean that it is okay for them.
Okay, that's fair. In my experience, the women who read and enjoy grape fantasies do not like grape.
Yeah, wait, host. I mean, I agree. If you were to like fantasize about, like you're in your mind, right? You're fantasizing about actually doing something with actual people. Yes, that leads to like certain stipulations that Homo sapiens would disagree with. I absolutely get what you're saying. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
So then, what was the claim, Echo? What was his claim that is
I can
wrong?
if I was
because he said
the claim is on fictional characters. We're not talking about anime there.
Because he said gooning to it was okay. Did he say gooning to it was okay?
No, I did not say it was okay as well. Not as well. That's fallacious, but yeah.
Gooey,
I'm
do you
asking.
still have your background for that?
Dude, okay, Echo, your claim was that I defended or that I did something else. You're not giving forth the evidence. Asking me for my fucking background is not giving like any evidence of that, Echo. Like, holy shit. So you're not backing up your point. You're just throwing out these like, hey, Echo, real quick. Echo, how about this? I'll help you out. I'll answer the questions if you concede you can't prove that I like or defend it when I clearly do not like it or quote unquote defend it to the merits you're talking about.
Do you think that Lolicon is wrong?
No, when you concede, I can answer your question. Yes or no?
Do you think that Lolicon
okay, cool.
is
So
wrong?
host, they're just not going to answer the questions that they can't. So prove to me that I like it, that I defend it. Go ahead. Prove it. Right here. Get the evidence.
Literally, there's 3 hours of recording where live was held
Show
and they
it.
talked about it, and people that were on your panel.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Get it.
I'm not going to play 3 hours of
You
recording.
don't even have to play 3 hours. Play the thing where I says I like it or I say I defend it. Holy shit, get something. You're not getting anything right now, which is why I'm pressing you so bad. Like your back is literally against the wall, like as we speak, bro. Like holy shit.
You literally held the lie.
Okay, cool. So you can't get it. So you okay, cool. So right now, Lord, the host, everybody here, Duchess as well. Echo has just verified they cannot get the evidence.
Echo,
Actually like
what is it on?
Go ahead.
Is it on Debate Archive TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, something we can affirm now is that we'll just go through some questions and tell me think yes or no, however you want to answer. So
yeah, we can do that.
In the green, so we have a drawing of a green baby. If somebody goons off, are they a P3DO?
So I don't know what you mean by a drawing of a green baby. What does that mean? If you just mean like something that is analogous to,
I don't need to
if you
further
just mean-
explain this to be
well,
really being for real.
Well, really be for real, 'cause I know what you mean. So I don't know what you mean means literally explain more. But apart from that, it's
have
just,
a
apart from that,
baby
Infidel,
and
as I'm trying to
drawing the
answer your question
baby and I
anyways,
make it
I'm
green.
trying to answer your question anyways, which I don't really know what you mean. So the thing is, if you just mean you have a green baby that is analogous to Homo sapien, yeah, obviously that's pedophilia. I wouldn't defend that.
But you said if there's a meaningful distinction in which the person knows that it's not an actual human being, it is not P3DO behavior.
What do you mean an actual human being?
How many days ago was it?
Well, yeah, because I told
I
you said
sent
the
it-
lolly
sent the
cake.
link to the first one on Discord.
Well, yeah, okay. If you're saying,
You
wait,
said
hold
the
up,
lolly
whoa, this
cake.
is
You said
confusing.
you said
if you're
the
saying
reason
the,
why
if you're
the
saying
lolly
the green
cake. You said
baby
the
is
reason-
analogous,
You asked
hold
me a
up.
question. You
Yeah,
asked
okay,
me a
go ahead.
question.
Go ahead. All right,
You
go ahead.
you said the meaningful distinction of why the lolly case is not P3DO behavior is because they know it's not a human being.
That's not true. So when
That is what you said.
No, wait. When did I say that? Where's the evidence of that?
When we had a 5-hour discussion. No, I didn't record the discussion.
Okay, cool. So you get the evidence of this thing right now. Cool. W. So you don't have the evidence of it. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, right? And I can clarify a position, which maybe I don't know if I said. If I were to say it then, I could just disagree or disavow what I said then. But I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. Infidel. What? And we had a quote unquote discussion, right? I didn't say the only obviously meaningful difference was it wasn't quote unquote, or they recognized it as a piece of paper, right? I even said in my own argument that I would, because like pedophilia is just liking actual humans. It's not liking fucking cartoon characters or anime characters, right? But I would agree if you like a
there
fucking
it is
anime-
right there.
Stop.
There it is right there.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah.
There
Okay,
it is
cool.
right
Yeah,
there.
That doesn't. Whoa, hold. Stop talking. That doesn't mean. That doesn't
There
mean
it
I
is
like.
right there.
Stop
We all
talking.
heard it.
Yeah. Stop. Okay, you guys are interrupting. Shut
There
up.
it is
Shut
right
up.
there.
Shut
We
up.
all
Shut
heard
up.
it.
Yeah, we all heard me say I didn't
We
like
all
it.
heard it. We
all
didn't
heard me
listen
say I
more
didn't
to
like
your
it. W.
bullshit.
Yes,
We all heard
Atlantic.
it. There it
Yes,
is right there.
Atlantic. Yes,
There it
Atlantic.
is right
Yes,
there. We all
yeah,
heard
yes,
it.
it's right here. It's right here. You're
You know
interrupting.
what? I've heard
And I
about
doesn't
this
prove that.
guy.
I didn't say I
I've heard
didn't
about
like
this
it.
guy
So the
before in the
claim
past.
was that I like
Don't
it or that I
shut up.
defend it. So obviously
Adam,
that's
he
not
just
true. If you don't have
confirmed it,
evidence of
Adam.
it.
Did you
Is
hear
it?
him
No,
say
that
it?
didn't confirm it. Okay, cool. So
Yes.
Cooper confirmed it. I did not
Get rid
confirm
of
it.
this
And I
fucking
said
weirdo.
no.
Goodbye,
Okay, cool. So,
Gooey.
yeah, okay, cool. Anyways,
If it's
W on that.
animated,
W on
you
that.
don't care.
Cool. So, anyways, apart from the blunder, which Atlantic is saying I somehow affirmed it, but I don't like it, right? Which Echo is not getting the proof for. Echo just verified they didn't get the proof that I like it, right? Anyways, me saying obviously
You just verified it.
that no, I didn't. How did I
Yes,
verify?
you
it?
did.
Well, prove it. Prove that I said that I like it when I don't like it.
Repeat what you just said a few seconds ago.
Okay, no, your evidence is that when I said
About
that,
the
it verified
distinction.
it.
Go
So
ahead,
give forth the
repeat
evidence.
it.
No,
Gooey,
no,
repeat
no,
it.
you're asking me to repeat it. Is
Give the
you're
distinction
gibberating
again.
right now.
Repeat
it. Prove that I said that I like it. Prove
Repeat it.
No, because you can't prove it. Cool. W on
Repeat
that.
it.
So you can you
If it's
asking
not
me to
going
repeat.
your favor,
you asking
Gooey,
me.
you
I
just
know it's
yapping
not. I
away,
know
it's
it's
not
not
getting you
going
out
in
of
your
it.
favor. You're projecting.
Repeat what
'Cause
you just
can't
said a
prove
few
that
seconds ago.
You can't
Gooey,
prove
repeat
that I
it.
like it when I said
Repeat
that.
it.
Cool. So I'm just gonna ignore
Repeat it.
because like Echo, right? Like Echo, you're not getting the evidence.
That's very
Cool.
convenient
So
for you. But you
anyways,
don't want to repeat
yeah,
it?
anyways, apart from because you're not proving it. Cool. Anyways,
No,
apart from that,
repeat
Infidel,
what you said. Repeat
yeah,
it.
so you can't prove it. Cool.
Repeat
Yeah,
it.
so anyways, Atlantic, you just proved
Repeat it.
You just proved right
Repeat
now.
it.
Yeah, you're just gonna keep interrupting.
Repeat
keep
it.
Talking. So
Yeah,
you
just
just
like you,
proved
repeat it.
right now that
Repeat
when I
it.
asked you to verify
Repeat
that I
it.
liked it by
I'll
proxy
get
of what
the
I
clip.
said.
Repeat about the
Atlantic,
You didn't.
distinction.
You
Repeat
didn't.
it.
I'll get the
You
clip.
didn't do that.
Repeat it.
Yeah,
Adam,
hey,
I'm trying to
yeah,
get the
hey, host,
clip
get the clip.
of
Hey, actually,
his
host,
live.
real quick, host, get the clip of
Gooey
where I
won't
say
put up
right
his
now that I
background
don't like
music.
it, and then rewind when I give the definition of pedophilia, which they're saying somehow proves I
I'm
like
just
it.
gonna
Which
clip
obviously
it and
doesn't prove
send it to Echo and Atlantic.
Yeah, cool. W. So they can't prove that I like it. Cool. So ignoring that blunder where they say what I,
I
said in
didn't
the
say
past
that you
somehow
liked
verified
it.
that I
I
like.
said that you
That's
you
the
just
claim,
said it's
dumb
not
fuck.
wrong.
That's
You
the
said it's
premise.
not wrong.
Okay, cool. No, I didn't say.
You don't
that's
think it's
also
wrong.
not. That's also
Because
not what I said.
the person
Holy
thinking the actual
shit,
person,
dude, they're
right?
so
You
ass. Oh
Go
my
ahead,
god.
repeat what you
Prove,
just
hold
said.
on. You can't. Claims have to be falsifiable. We're not trying to prove what you like. I can't get into your brain and figure out like
That would be you.
what
I
you
agree.
actually like and don't like. But we can go off what
W.
you said. And if you said like it's not wrong, then that's what you think. Oh, so that means that if you did
Yeah, I
like
didn't say
it,
that.
it wouldn't.
I didn't say it wasn't
If you
wrong.
did like it, hold on. That means if you said, well, it's not wrong because they're not real, then what that means, that entails, oh, there's a Phil Bro word for you. What that entails is that if you did like it, it wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, so I didn't say it wasn't wrong either. So that's a blunder there. Well, I'm not saying you're saying that, but if they were to say that I
That's a
said
blunder there.
no,
That's
hold
a
up, real
blunder.
quick, stop talking.
Blunder there.
Atlantic,
That's a blunder there.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
blunder
no,
there.
it is a blunder.
That's
Actually,
a blunder.
everything you say
Blah, blah, blah,
from
blah,
like your
blah, blah,
intellectual
blah,
Okay, can
nerdy
we
brain
pause,
is just
pause.
completely
Okay, let's just work
idiotic.
off. Right, we'll work off the statements of now. Okay, so Gooey, can you confirm that gooning off to Lolly is immoral?
It is immoral. Yeah, I would affirm that. Yeah.
Okay, will you? Okay, do you think it's P3D behavior?
Do I think it meets the classification of P3, which is defined in reference to like breathing humans? No, I do not think the pieces of paper qualify.
Okay, great. And do you think it's some type of evidence towards being a P3DO?
Yes, it can be.
Okay, great. Now, in the case I asked you about the green baby scenario, right? Would this be some type of evidence that they're likely a P3DO?
Yeah, depending on the specifications. If it's like, if it's a green baby and you're dealing with like, obviously like it's in relation to like anime characters, but it's like analogous, like indistinguishable, yeah, I would obviously say that's like indefensible, right? If it's a green baby and it's just not anime whatsoever, or it's like some like other classification in which like again is like indistinguishable, then yeah, I'm not gonna
I put
like,
it through an
I'm not
AI
gonna-
machine and it's now
yeah,
animated.
well, Infidel,
So,
obviously I'm not gonna
NV1,
defend
2,
that.
and 3.
That's obviously indefensible, yeah, obviously.
Wait, so if it's animated, is it P3D behavior?
What do you mean? Okay, this is the confusion. When you ask me questions like it's animated and we're dealing with like all of these different specifications, it's gonna be difficult for me to like. Okay, it's difficult for me to answer. Or really remember like what we're talking about. So, like, okay, so if we're dealing with animated, I already said yes, it could if it's like indistinguishable, right? So that requires a different conversation there. So
Wait, so there have to be a
obviously.
mean-
Wait, real quick. So obviously, right? There's a difference between like an animated character like fucking Goku, right, and then like an actual breathing Homo sapien. There's a clear difference there that maybe I can give forth like a symmetry breaker for you.
Right. In
the hypothetical you're mentioning, in which you say like it's like an animated quote unquote. I'm trying to like think about this, but I have to see what you're talking. I have like no idea what the fuck this is like really abstract, clearly. But like it's animated quote unquote, and it's like. It's based off of, well, if it's based off of AI, it's obviously indefensible because you could use the actual pictures there. But if it's like animated quote unquote and it's not based off of AI, let's just go with that one, I think you're saying. Then yeah, if it's indistinguishable, I'm still not going to defend the fucking green baby example. Like,
Great. So in the scenario about lollies, right? The act is not P3D behavior, just to confirm again.
In the scenario about like a lowly character, what do you mean the act?
Yes. The act, well, we can say a specific act is P3D behavior, even though it might not be total confirmation that they are in fact a P3DO, like such as somebody could accidentally sleep with a 9-year-old, right, in some fucking unforeseen circumstance. We would say the act is a P3DO even though it's accidental.
The act is a P3, like, okay, you mean to say like liking lowly could be in relation to actions like pedophiles could do?
Yeah, but the reason why we say it's P3D behavior is because it's depicting of a child and and you have an attraction to adolescent children.
Oh yeah, if it were to like be indistinguishable. Oh yeah. If you just mean another word I'm stipulating, which were to be indistinguishable, then yeah, I would agree with that. Like, okay, Infidel, real quick. I agree when I say could there, as I'm invoking any modal logic or whatever. I'm just saying that yeah, it is definitely possible in this given world that it would qualify if it is indistinguishable. I'm putting that on lowly to say it would. I'm open to that. Right. So yeah, I would agree. If what you're talking about is what I'm talking about, yeah, I'm not defending that. Right.
So what were you defending?
So not anything you're saying now.
I'm not defending anything, by the way.
I don't think anyone has.
As it pertains to this lolly thing, what were you defending?
I'm not defending anything whatsoever. That's the issue.
So what was that background? What was that background you had then?
Echo,
what was that about?
No, real quick.
His
I
background
can clarify.
literally
Oh my god,
was
Atlantic asked me a question, so I'm just gonna.
Hold on, I want to hear what the background said. What did the background say, Echo?
It says if you think Lowly's beneficial.
If you think that
his
what?
background was literally what is wrong with Lolicon, and if it's
not the background,
he still has it, he could put
that
it
is
up.
not the background. That is not the background. Get the background.
Wait, what did your background say? What did your background say?
The background
I didn't
is
screenshot
literally.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think if Beef didn't bring up, Echo can just get the fucking evidence that my background is asking that. It's clearly not true, but they've already verified they can't back up anything they're saying.
What did your background say?
I can get
What did
it.
it say?
Stop talking, and maybe I can answer for you. Okay, so the background is just saying if this is what we're talking about. If you think lowly specifically individually that it is not indistinguishable would qualify as pedophilia, request up. In the cases, which just has nothing to do with what we're talking about. In the cases in which we're talking about now, we're talking about these fictional characters that obviously do look like humans. I'm not defending that, right? So in that background individually too, that is not me defending any position when I ask anybody to come up and defend their position, right? So clearly, Echo's just lying.
Gois, can you stop gish galloping?
That's definitely not gish galloping.
Just keep it sweet, short, to the point. Repeat again. Repeat.
That's
dude. You talk. The more that's not gonna make you sound smarter. The more you fucking talk. Just chill. You talk too much, too fast. I don't know why the fuck you do that.
Yeah.
What did your background say? Repeat.
Yeah,
it
I literally
again
just
slowly.
I just repeated it. But if you want me to slow down, if you can't keep up, that's fine.
Repeat it
But,
again slowly.
I'll try to, I don't know what you mean.
Stop being condescending. You're still a fucking loser. Okay?
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, now you're calling me loser. So you can
yeah, because
chill
you
down
are a
with the
loser.
add-on. Well, yeah, if I'm a
Repeat
loser,
it.
then you're just
It's
like
not ad hominem
like,
because we're not fucking arguing
yeah,
right now.
stop
Okay,
talking.
it's not an argument.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
asking
trying
you
to
a
answer.
question,
And then
bro.
relax.
Chill, yo. What the fuck?
Yeah, chill. Let me answer.
Just repeat slowly
Okay.
what your background
I'll
said.
repeat
Don't give an explanation.
because you're not
Just what did it say?
intellectually prepared to deal with what I'm saying. Cool. I'll slow it down for the layman because clearly you and Echo just cannot engage.
Oh yeah, the superior.
Anyways, apart from
Go
that,
ahead.
stop talking. Yeah, okay, cool. W. As long as you were, I'm not saying you have to say that, but if you're gonna admit that, then sure. But I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So the background again, which Echo is like clearly lying on because he can't get the evidence for, is asking people if they think. Which is apart from what we're saying, right?
If wait, let me type it down.
Oh
If
my
you
god!
think,
Holy
if you
shit.
think, I'm
That's how
typing
they
it down.
just-
If you think, well, go ahead.
They just, yeah, I know how you just like wanted me to finish and you interrupted me. That's crazy. So anyways, yeah, it's a crazy ironic thing there, Blunder. But when the background is asking if you think lowly is pedophilia, right? Request up, and that's a part because that's fictional. That's just pieces of paper. That's a part from what we're talking about, in which obviously these papers.
Go away.
Look,
Go away.
stop talking.
I'm writing
Stop
it
talking.
down. Go away. Chill. I'm writing it
Jay
down.
has-
If
oh
you
my
think,
God,
if you think lowly is what is
PDF.
PDF?
Uh-huh. You check
Uh-huh.
it? Okay, cool. Request up. 18
If you
plus
think-
only, debate live.
Okay,
That
if
is
you
the
think,
background.
okay.
So Echo
now,
is
okay, let's
lying.
play a scenario. 1 second, I got you. So
Cool.
your question was, if you think lowly is PDF, request up. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
think it's PDF. I requested it.
So, yeah, cool. So Echo is lying when they say my background is asking me. I don't think it's me somehow giving my position. I'm saying it. Oh, I'm not saying it's wrong when I do say it's immoral or whatever, right? So that's one. That's a lie there. Two, the background. Even if it were to begin to say something like the host here saying trans women are women, right? That's I'm assuming his
I
position.
don't know.
Right?
Listen,
Stop. Oh my
okay.
God, no. You stop because you want me to finish.
This guy,
Okay,
why
so-
does he fucking talk so much?
Yeah, because I'm talking and you're interrupting.
You didn't even,
me, right?
you
So
didn't even
don't-
listen to what I, you didn't
can't
even listen to what I
verify-
asked.
You can't
after.
verify I'm talking
Hey,
too much. So
go
stop
away.
interrupting. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue my point as you
Go
interrupt.
away.
So
Go away.
Echo is just
No
saying
one's listening
that
to
I
you,
like.
Goey. No
Yeah,
one's
okay, cool.
listening.
No one's listening to
No
you. I
one's
agree. Stop
listening.
projecting. So if
If
Echo
you
is
think
saying
lowly is
that I
PDF,
defended,
request up, right?
That is obviously not true.
Lowly.
If you were to have a live, which is asking
Why are you
people
asking
to
people
give
that
their
question?
position,
Lowly.
right, that's not going to give for
Why are
you
you
giving your
asking
position.
people that
So
question?
that's clearly, obviously true.
Do you
Quite trivial.
You
So
think that
that's-
lowly can be PDF, right?
Yeah. So, anyways,
Then why are you
right?
asking other people that question?
Okay, cool. As long as you confirm, right, that it's not actually giving.
Why
me
are you
position,
asking others
I'm trying
that question if
to
you already
answer
agree that it is
your
PDF?
question, Atlantic. If you stop interrupting, holy shit, you have no impulse control, and you say I talk too much. Like, relax. Anyways, when you ask me, when you even ask me that question, yeah, I know, Ari. Like, I don't know what Atlantic's talking
I'm talking
Anyways,
about
stop
you,
interrupting.
bitch.
Yeah, okay, cool. You talk about the ad homs, bitch. Anyway, so
I don't
Atlantic,
give a
when you
fuck.
ask
It's
me,
not an ad hom.
when you ask, oh, it's not an ad hom. I can verify that.
No, because we're not. I didn't give you an argument.
Okay, cool. So an ad hom, wait, an ad hom entails an argument.
Insulting somebody is not an ad
Clearly, an
hom.
ad hom doesn't entail an argument. If
Insulting
it's also a
someone
position,
alone is
dumb
not an
fuck.
ad hom. So
Yeah,
stop it with
cool.
the fucking
So
bullshit.
verify is not an ad
Why
hom. Go
are
ahead.
you
So you just
asking
can't
people
prove it's not an ad
question?
hom. Clearly, it's an ad hom. Holy shit.
Why are you
Anyways,
asking people
apart
that
from
question?
Slow down,
I know,
breathe.
breathe.
It's
Relax.
okay. Breathe.
Okay,
It's
host.
okay. You're
Control your
upset
panel real
spaghetti.
quick.
It's
We have
okay.
three people
You're not
making claims
answering
we
the
can't
question, Gooey. Why
I'm
did
trying
you?
to.
Okay.
I'm trying
Well, there
to
it is.
ask
Echo
people
has
to
the,
come up.
Echo has the screenshot.
Yeah, that's the
Ooh.
screenshot against Echo's claim, which was talking
Make
about
it-
if I
make
said
it
it was
big,
okay.
please.
So Echo admits that they're lying. That's a W there?
If you think lowly is, request up. Okay, why are you asking people that question?
Yeah, so Echo admits, well, this is me answering, by the way, answer is just a response. So Echo admits that they're lying when their claim was, oh, my prompt was me saying if it was okay or not. Clearly, okay is not anywhere on that fucking prompt right there. So that's a lie there. As long
Why
as
are
we
you
all
asking
engage with
people that question?
Two, if I continue with my answer,
let me switch
Ari,
accounts.
what'd you
shut
do?
up.
I'm gonna switch accounts.
If you shut up, right? If you continue with my answer, yes, switch accounts, and please actually don't talk. So anyways, two, Atlantic, is if I were to ask people their position of if they think this piece of paper, which is apart from what we're talking about, this piece of paper is a breathing Homo sapien, I can ask any question in the same way the host can ask, how do you think trans women are women? Ever. You can ask anyone any question ever, hence a prompt. live. Okay, cool. That does not give forth any position or any stance I can actually hold. In which the stance I hold is, again, I
Okay,
disavow
if somebody, let me
pedophilia.
try this a different way
I
because this guy
disavow
thinks you're
pedophilia.
slick. Okay.
I
So,
say that Loli is
if
immoral.
somebody
I
comes
don't even
up,
like
if somebody
Loli,
were to come
etc.
up and say, it is, what would you say in response?
It is?
Yes, let's say somebody
So,
came up, hold on a
yeah.
second, somebody that thinks Loli is PDF, right? They requested it because they think it is. That's what you're asking for. And they say it is, and you're a fucking weirdo if you don't think it is. What would you say to them?
Okay, so if this is okay, again, as I just answered you, this is apart from what we're talking about. So yeah, if somebody were me attempting to answer this, as long as you guys all concede, this doesn't prove anything for me.
You're gonna go around the whole fucking solar system just to give
Then
a fucking
stop
answer.
talking when I'm talking. Holy
Then
shit,
stop
Atlantic.
going around the whole
Yeah,
goddamn
stop
solar
going. I'm not
system.
going around in the whole damn solar system. I don't even know what that's attempting to say. If it's hyperbolic or not, you're just
It
gibbering
means you're
in your
beating around the
responses.
fucking
So,
bush.
anyways, yeah, I don't know what that means either. Can you verify that?
Okay, you
Anyways,
know what
apart from
anything
that,
means
stop
all of a
talking.
sudden, right?
Don't
Yeah,
Okay,
beat
I
the
got you
bush.
because
if
you don't know
they
anything.
were to
Don't beat the
say,
bush.
Cool. So
if they were to
stop
say
talking when
it
I'm talking. I'm trying to
is,
answer.
right?
I'm
What
just
would
gonna
you
answer while
say?
you're
What
talking.
would you say to
Actually.
them in
So,
return?
anyways, like I just clarified earlier, if this
Alright,
is
hold on.
apart from what we're talking about, and these people, if they were to engage with the interlocutor, which would be me, and say that these pieces of paper are ontologically analogous to a breathing Homo sapien, then yeah, I would ask people to verify to me a fucking piece of paper is the same thing as a breathing Homo sapien.
So it's to
Hence the
say,
point
okay,
of the
got
lie.
it. So he's basically saying, there it is right there. He's asking people to come up that believe it is, so he can then tell them it's not because I think it's not
No,
analogous
that's
to
not
a
true.
breathing
That's
human
not
being.
true. That's
You
not true.
just fucking
No, I
said it.
didn't say that. Holy
You
shit.
just
You're not
fucking
tracking.
said it.
No, I
Adam,
asked people.
get rid of this fucking
No,
weirdo,
because you see
please.
how you're
Get rid
telling me
of
to get
him.
rid of me when you can't
Get
prove
rid
that?
of him. You're just
Holy
gonna fucking
shit. Just
waste
drop
your time. He's a
Atlantic. They're
fucking
low tier.
weirdo.
Just drop.
You're a
Apart from
fucking
you not being able
weirdo.
to engage with what I'm saying.
You a
No,
fucking
what I
weirdo.
just said,
If
which I asked
well,
people,
Put it
hold
when I
on.
asked Echo,
If
Gooey,
everyone
when
is
you
done
put it
talking
up
to
on the
Gooey,
background,
if everyone is done talking to Gooey, that's fine with me. I'm just waiting until everyone's
Yeah,
done
we all
talking to him.
done. Please
yeah,
get
no,
rid
we're
of this
not
shit.
done.
Okay.
Yeah, clearly because Echo
I'm
is lying and
done.
said my prompt.
Is
Oh, if you're,
does
if you're,
anybody else want
I mean,
to ask Gooey anything?
if you're done and you run away, that's fine because nobody proved that trans
No.
yeah, I
That's
think
fine.
we
just-
all
I
agree.
was asking him about the original topic.
Yeah, please. Can we get back on topic actually? 'Cause
Other
Lori-
than Lord J, no, about this lollipoo, whatever it's called.
Lollipop.
Is
I don't even
anybody
know
done
what it is.
Talking to him? Is anybody done talking to
Yes,
him
I'm
about
done
that?
talking to him.
All right,
Yes.
all right. See you, Gooey.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Final thoughts here.
I'll upload this live and get what he said and everything.
Thank you.
Yep.
Adam, final thoughts here. Anytime you put up a background that has a positive claim or you're asking for an opposition view and you say, is XYZ P3, you're taking the stance that you don't believe it is because you're asking for an opposite view to challenge your background.
Exactly. That's why I kept asking him, why are you asking people this question? For the people who are going to come up and say that they think that it is, he's going to say some argument that it is not. That's the whole point. He thinks I don't know how these fucking TikTok live prompts work. I've been doing this for 5 years, bitch.
That's why I don't talk about children, because even if your intentions are good, people that don't like you, they're going to clip it, and it doesn't even sound like his intentions were good because of what he
They
said.
weren't, because he
Yeah.
already believes that it is, right? Then why are you
He
asking other
literally-
people? Lord
he literally
J,
said
I
on
am
this
still-
live, it's
Lord J,
immoral. Like,
Lord J. Yeah, he can say that, but he could be lying, right?
Who said? Wait, what's going on with the kids?
He can say that, but he
everybody could be lying
And
about
clearly,
everything.
Lord
So
J,
you can
clearly,
only ask.
he believes
Wait,
that
Hose,
this
can you
lowly
clarify?
stuff. Yo,
Hold on, Newborn.
why are you talking? He believes
Newborn,
that
you just
lowly
got here.
stuff is PDF. Why are you then asking other people? If you believe it is, request up. Well, so you guys can like
Because
all
he
agree-
wants to talk
so
about
you
it.
can
Did you
all
hear
agree
my
with each other?
analogy
Wait,
from? Did you hear my
Lord
analogy from
J,
earlier?
Lord J, so you can all agree with each other that it is. I don't think that's the reason why he had that fucking background. It's so he can challenge the people who think that it is.
Wait,
Did you hear
Hose,
my
can
analogy from
That's
earlier?
the
clarifying
point.
context? Sorry, I just got here. So
Mubar, if you weren't tracking, you weren't tracking, man.
I just got here, man.
Atlantic,
Too
did you
bad.
hear my analogy? Look, this stuff clearly exists, right? Lily, whatever. I literally just learned about it this morning. So this stuff clearly exists. So if he thinks it's worth talking about, then he can have that background. I gave an analogy earlier talking about the current state of women's romance novels, which has a ton of rape fantasies in it. But the women
Those
who
women are
love,
okay with it.
Yeah,
Those
no,
women
they're
are
not.
okay
They're not.
with it.
They're not okay with rape.
They are okay because they fantasize about
Yo,
happening
bro,
to
his
them.
life's gonna be taken
No,
down.
they're not.
Yeah, Lord J, what are you
Oh,
supposed
sorry.
to say? Yeah.
Sorry, great. Yeah, great.
They
No, they're not.
fantasize
You
about it
can ask,
happening to them. So
and
clearly
that
they
doesn't
are
mean they're
okay with
okay.
it.
That's
They are
No, they're
okay
not.
with it.
They're not okay with it. Like, look,
Then why are they
the-
fantasizing about it happening to them?
Wait,
it's the same.
Atlantic, are
It's the
you a
same
grape
reason why.
apologist?
It's
And
it
getting
still
off
would
on it?
be
Look, I'll give you another example. It's the same reason why sometimes
Yeah, this guy's
when
another fucking
somebody
weirdo.
great argument. It's the same reason why sometimes when somebody like you get in a quote unquote fight with somebody, but it's not physical or violent. In the back of your head, you might be like, "Man, I want to punch that person," but you don't actually punch them, do you? And you don't
Because
think
I
it would
think
be
it because
okay.
I think it because I think in a scenario it's okay to fucking punch them.
No, you don't. That's why you don't do it.
How the fuck? Okay, how are you gonna sit there and say that someone who is fantasizing about being raped is not okay with them being raped?
The same way I
Wait,
sit there and say
what?
somebody who fantasizes about punching somebody who's being mean to them doesn't
They
actually
want
punch
to
them
do
because
it.
they
They just
know
don't have
it's
the fucking courage to do it because they don't want to get in trouble.
That makes no. That's a rapist
that's
mindset.
not entailed by not doing it.
It is entailed.
Atlantic, that's
Okay,
a
well show how
problematic
it's
mindset.
entailed.
Y'all can get out her face. Y'all not gonna jump
Fucking
her.
weirdo Phil bros are fucking weird. You're fucking weirdos.
Weirdo P3 bitches.
That's an incredible argument. Look, I didn't even agree with the other dude, but he
And I
ran
say it was
circles
an
around
argument.
you with argumentation. If you want to clap on him, get smarter about arguing against him.
Listen, let me tell you something, buddy. I don't
No,
know
you
who the
shouldn't have to
fuck
argue
gave you the
against
authority to set
things
the standard on
while
how
he
you
was
address other
speaking.
people. I'm not here to debate people. I'm here to call out the fucking bullshit.
Who
Okay?
said anything
And
about
you
authority, bro?
you
Your
are
arguments
defending
are
him. You are
very
defending
bad.
the weird fuck shit because you're just like him with the Phil shit.
Man, do you
Yeah,
know
And
what
that's the
reduction
problem
is?
with you fucking
philosophy
Phil
is
bros.
literally how
Y'all
you
are
argue.
fucking weird.
yeah. I agree with
Yeah,
Atlantic. If you
incredible
now,
argument.
no, I agree with Atlantic. If you're fantasize about grape, you're justifying it for yourself. It's okay for yourself to be great. I don't see any way how you could get around that.
So
Wait,
you would
that's
also
really
agree if you
problematic.
fantasize about punching somebody, you're justifying punching people.
That means that you are okay with punching
Hold
people.
on, I'm asking the host a question. You agree with that?
It depends on the reason. Is it self defense?
Wait, host, do you not think
Is it self defense?
For any reason? So somebody comes up and
It
calls
depends
you
on the.
an asshole, and you're like, man, in your head you think
It
about
depends
punching
on the
him.
reason. It depends
Yeah,
on
So
it would
in
depend
your
on the
head,
reason.
you think it is justified to punch that motherfucker. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you, Link.
Yeah.
I'm asking the host.
It would be.
So
Yeah.
your
If it's
argument
for
is
self defense, yeah.
anything you fantasize about, you think is okay to do.
Listen,
But because
let's not
well,
talk
hang on.
about assault on TikTok because it really doesn't like it and it'll get
Okay.
your live taken down.
All right. I have a. Can we change back to the kind of the topic a little bit?
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
just to
I have-
clarify, you do
I have a
think it's
question
okay
for myself.
Okay.
Okay, we're done with that. Because we're talking about like SA too much. I have a question for you guys. Okay, to be a better debater, they were saying like whenever they say a word and they're saying, "Well, do you know the definition of this word?" Oh, what's the definition? Can someone why would I need to be under the obligation to define a word that they used?
No, they're just asking you if you know the definition, so when they keep talking, you understand what they're saying.
Okay, if they want to make a point with the word, they can go ahead with it. Like if I need to know what they mean, I can just ask them.
Yeah, well, they're
You know what I'm
just
saying?
saying, hey, look, this is a word that most people don't know. You saw him do it
You're
with
an
me with
idiot.
like incredible, with like Valerian wolves or something, and I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Well,
So,
if I wanted,
Right? So
yeah, but hold on.
so
Hold on, but I don't feel like I need to define their word. Like if I want to know the definition of a word, I'll ask about it. You know?
that, fair. Just say that then.
Okay.
Say,
Okay.
look, I don't know it. I don't know it. Keep talking, and if I don't know a word, I'll
And
tell you I don't know it.
okay, that makes sense. And
Not
then
hard.
what about okay? Then what about like where was the Phil bro? Like what was I guess it was Gooey. It was Gooey. Where was he getting tripped up on in my argument? Was it do I need to go like premise 1, premise 2, conclusion, and then he'll understand? Because my argument
you can make
is
an informal
trans women are
argument. So.
women. Trans are women because society recognizes women, both trans and cis, by their gender expression, not their sex. Because trans people
Yeah.
express their gender, they are considered women in society.
I mean, what I would have
It's
done,
pretty
That's
simple.
question again.
which is what
Yeah.
I did, is, but it still
So
didn't help
wait,
because I
so
don't
that's
like the Phil Bro way of arguing either. But
wait, so wait,
his
sorry,
immediate
wait,
hold on
Jay,
one
real
second. His
quick.
immediate response was like, prove that, and I would have asked
Okay.
instead, like, you disagree with that? And then I did ask that, and he said
That's
he
what
did
I'm
disagree
saying.
with it. And then I'm like, well,
Because here's the thing, he's just being a contrarian. These
No,
people are just
no, I can
argumentative
explain why.
because
So
they want to
they're begging the
argue, not
question.
because they care about getting to the truth of anything. Like, it's obvious that we don't go around society asking people to take out their fucking pants to see what the fuck they are.
Host,
We
you're
don't
begging the
do that.
question
So then
within
to
the
say,
argument.
oh, prove that, it's disingenuous. It's ridiculous.
Yes, no, it's not.
What
You've
question am I begging?
assumed the conclusion
Adam, get rid of
within
these
your
fucking
premises.
Phil bros, please. They just here to
I
fucking
want
do
to
the
know. Okay, what
bullshit.
question am I begging, Newbar?
Yeah,
And
you've
before
assumed the
Come inside.
conclusion within the premises of
and
the argument, right?
consume the conclusion of the premises of the argument. I don't understand that. Oh, okay, real quick. Sometimes I get into my emotions when I'm going back and forth with what I think is an a-hole, and I'm just like, fucking turn your camera on. Say it to my face. I gotta stop that. I gotta respect people's privacy, and I can't be asking people to turn their camera on. So I gotta control my emotions there. So sorry about that. Okay,
yeah,
so what did you just
his
say, Newbar?
conclusion, Newbar, his conclusion was that trans women are women. So his P1 was
Yes.
not begging the question. His P1 was that society, whatever.
Society recognizes women by gender expression. Trans people express their gender. Therefore, conclusion: trans women are women. P1,
Yeah,
P2. There you go.
that's modus ponens. I think the inference rule there. So
There you
there's
go.
no begging the
P1,
question
P2.
there.
I'm
So
a Phil bro now.
let me get this straight. P1 is can you just refer to
Society
P1?
recognizes women by their gender expression. P2, trans women, or yeah, that was P1. Do you disagree?
Just give the full thing
Give
before
you the full one. Okay. P2, trans people, trans women express the gender of woman. Conclusion: trans women are women.
Yeah, P1's begging the question like why am I supposed to why am I supposed to accept the fact that self-identification is a valid form
It is not
of
begging the question, my guy.
No, I'm describing, demonstrating how society operates. So, like for cis women, regular women, society oh, there's a woman. Can I help you with your bags, ma'am? How are you doing today? That's her car. We never see their sex. You don't have to. Like we don't see the gametes. Society recognizes cis women by their gender expression. There you go.
And trans women express their gender in a similar way that cis women do, which is how they recognize as women. Conclusion: therefore, trans women are women. Where's begging the question there? I don't see it. Where is it?
Yeah, because you're assuming, right, that self-identification is a thing that
He said nothing
is
about self-identification. There's nothing about
No.
self-ID in his argument. What are
yes
you talking
there
about?
is because
No, it's
No.
not. It's about gender expression.
No, okay. Oh my god. Okay.
that is
Self
begging the
ID.
question. I don't-
Yes. No, it's not begging the question. Self ID. I didn't mention self ID. Didn't mention
Yeah,
that.
it's literally expression and perception. There's no self ID involved in it.
Yeah, he's saying that the women are recognized via the gender expression in society through perception, obviously.
Mhm.
Cis women are recognized as women because of their gender expression. Trans women also express their gender the
All
same
right,
way.
so this is
that,
begging the
that
question. So
it's
like
not begging the question. You'll get
Wait,
rid of
no,
this
Oh
idiot.
my god.
Get
no,
rid of
let
this
me
idiot.
let me finish. Can I finish what this?
You're just repeating the same fuck shit we said is
Can
not
I
the
can I
case.
finish my statement, please? So would this mean
I need to calm down. I
Oh
don't know why the fuck I'm getting so.
non-passing non-passing
Street
trans
scholar.
women would they be women under this framework?
Excuse me. You claim that his argument was begging the question, and it is not. Do you accept that?
Okay, I accept that. Now answer my question.
All right, then don't just act like
Okay.
that's why.
Okay.
You see what I
Now
mean with
answer
these
my
people?
question.
Do you see what I mean?
Now
Why are you there
you
saying
realize
stuff?
that you've
Excuse
dug
me.
yourself in a hole
No.
now that you won't let me finish what
No.
I'm saying.
No.
You realize you've dug
So
yourself
no
in a
bear,
hole.
No.
no bear. Adam is talking about specifically people that express and are perceived as a woman. He's not talking about people that don't fit that criteria. What you're doing is a whataboutism.
But it's not a whataboutism. It's testing the principle of his thing. So if I'm answering the question,
Okay,
would
go
someone
ahead.
that identifies as a trans
His
woman who
criteria
doesn't
apply to people
pass,
that are expressing
Then
and
they're not
trans.
women. If they're not perceived as such by their society, then they're not the thing. At least externally, they're not.
So 24% of trans women are the only people that are women under your view, right? Because
That's his
according to the
argument.
NIH, right,
That's
only
his
24%
argument.
of trans women.
That is his
right?
argument.
Okay. So like if I said I'm a woman, I'm a trans woman. Okay. So that's why I don't go by solely about what you say. You have to show it. So when I say gender expression, and trans people do express their gender. Trans people are expressing who they are. That's how we know. So my argument is, how do we know who's a woman? Well, we know who are the women by their gender expression. If a trans person isn't expressing their gender, then unfortunately we can't recognize them as women.
Only 24% of the
because there's no
pass.
because there's no gender expression. That's how you know. But that irregardless, trans people do express their gender, so therefore they're women.
So those the 80.
Are you talking about people that don't pass according to you? Is that what you're saying?
No, according to the NIH, they did a study. Only 24% of trans women pass, sir. I can get the score for you if you want.
That's That's according to you. Passing is subjective.
This is according to the study, sir. This is according to the study.
Really? So there's a conclusive study on who passes and who doesn't?
Yes, they did the study on this.
Really?
Around 24%
Really?
of trans women pass.
You know, the passing thing is highly subjective. The
Who
passing
decides
thing,
who passes?
no,
Once again, they've done a study on this, sir.
that's highly subjective, so they cannot make anything definitive with that. So
Yeah,
but society is
Like
subjective.
standards
So now
or
you're just
what?
like now you're just disproving your
because I know
own
this. You
your
don't want to
own
accept that
argument.
conclusion that only 24% of trans women. If you were to say that, right, you would be crucified by the trans community.
Wait, passing according to what standards?
According
Eurocentric
to the
standards?
NIH, sir, I've already told you this. They
Yeah,
did a
according to
study.
what standards in the study, though?
Give me 1 second. I can get the study for you right now.
There's a
Yeah, I want to
study.
know what standards it says that they're passing by. If
There's
it's
a
like
study
Eurocentric
on.
standards.
wait, Adam. So this guy is taking issue with the fact that a lot of trans people are gonna boo-hoo wah because they wouldn't be recognized as women. Is that what your kind of argument is?
Well, I
That
don't
people in the
decide
trans
who's a.
community are gonna cry?
No. Okay, well, Adam doesn't decide who a woman is. Adam does not decide that. Society recognizes women by their gender expression. Now, if you want to talk about passing, that's on an individual basis. If you want to ask me if someone looks like a woman, well, I can show you a lot of cis women that wouldn't pass, according to me. Would you like to see some?
So
Yeah,
what is a
I think he's
woman?
just talking about your argument. Your argument is society makes the decision. He's referencing a study which probably says something like 1,000 people were asked, so quote unquote society, and they made the decision that of these 100 women, 75%, 100 people,
Well,
75% of
then
them were not women. If you went and asked those if they were women, they'd probably say they were. So there seems to be a disconnect here between your argument and this study.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can try to help me understand what he's saying. Okay. So then if they said that, then they would be inconsistent. Okay. So I don't really know what you're saying. Okay. Are these?
Yeah. What they express without verbally saying anything is different than what they think they are. We agree that can happen, right? So, I mean, you're the one who brought up the bathroom scenario.
Well,
for
Adam, he's
example,
talking
right?
about
So,
he's not talking about what they
28%
think they
of
are.
trans
So that's
women
irrelevant
pass,
to his
right? So
argument.
you can the study is called the visual conformity with affirmed gender or passing. It's a distribution and association with depression, anxiety, and cohort of transgender.
Okay. So they have a criteria on who passes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was achieved. So the VCHAG was achieved in 28% of trans women.
Okay. So
and
what's the
62%
standard
of
for?
trans.
So what's the standard for passing?
It seems to be some sort of VCHAG scale. I'm not too familiar with the terminology.
And what is that?
It's called visual conformity with affirmed gender. That's what it's called.
Visual conformity of what?
Visual conformity with affirmed gender.
With affirmed gender.
VCHG.
we don't even need a study. We can all agree that there are people who
So
are
if
of
28%,
gender A
it's
but
still
don't express
24%.
themselves
My
that
bad.
way, even though they
And
think they
for
are that
trans
gender.
women, it's 62%. So, I mean, for trans men, it's 62%. For trans
Okay,
women, it's
so
20%.
there are some people who say that they're trans that probably the majority of society, probably the majority of society would be like, I don't think so. Based on your gender expression, I don't think
The
you'd
majority
be a
of
woman.
trans people
Okay.
who claim to be trans wouldn't fit your category of what makes up a woman. So is that a bullet you're willing to bite, sir? Yes or no?
Absolutely not. So
Exactly.
I'm
So
trying to
then
figure
this
out.
argument,
I'm
of
trying to
course,
figure
of
out
course,
where
this
you're.
argument.
Okay. Which premise do you disagree with?
Once again, sir, if you're not willing to buy, it's not that I
Just
disagree
say
with
premise
you.
one. It's premise
Once
one.
again, your argument is valid, but
Okay,
it's not
so how do
sound,
you?
right?
Okay, Nubar, let's just start with you. How do you determine who's a man and who's a woman in society?
I'm agnostic on this whole trans debate thing. That's me
Okay,
personally.
do you
right? But
do you
I'm,
That's not what
agree or
he asked you.
disagree? Yeah,
That's not what he asked you.
I'm agnostic, ma'am. I don't
He
know.
didn't ask you anything trans related. He asked you how do you determine whether people are men and women in society. That was the question, not about trans.
I'd go with the probably assigned gender.
Assigned gender?
So you can see their sex when you're out and about in the world?
The majority of people aren't trans, so
That's not, no one is asking you that. How
got the
do you
noise?
determine that
Who's
people
got
are
the
men and
noise?
women when you're out and about in society?
yeah, there's no way of doing that, ma'am. That isn't sexist.
So you don't
right? I'm
know.
not a sexist
So when
pig,
you're out
so
and
I'm
about in
not going to
society, you
assume.
don't know who's a man and who's a woman. Is what you're telling us?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Get
not.
this
I'm
man
not
out
a
of here. He's
sexist
being
pig.
disingenuous.
I'm not a sexist
Disingenuous
pig,
as
ma'am.
fuck.
Well, if he was gonna be non-disingenuous, then he was gonna say, yeah, of course, I recognize them by their gender expression, just like the rest of society.
Yeah,
So
but under
Well,
that view,
maybe
right,
he
you're gonna
doesn't
have
do
to,
that
you have to
because of
bite
the
the
last
bullet that
10
most
years.
then
times
tell me
women
how
are
you do
women.
it.
No, Lord
Is
J,
someone
I am
making a
so
noise?
sick of you defending disingenuous fuck shit.
Yeah, incredible argument.
Here,
So
Mr.
maybe
Kinder,
he doesn't do that because of the last 10 years. And what
hold
he's
on.
saying is he doesn't make any decision when he's out and about in society.
Mr. Kinder, I value your
That's
opinion.
impossible. That's impossible because
you don't-
I'm sure he finds people sexually attractive.
I want you to know.
Maybe he doesn't find anyone sexually
I'm not
attractive.
speaking to you.
I didn't say you were.
No. Do you find people sexually attractive when you're out and about in society?
No, not unless I know the assigned sex.
Yo, this guy's so full of fucking shit, bro. Like,
Thank you, Skip.
Yo, I can't with this
Miss
fucking
Kid-
guy.
Can I chime in really quick?
Hold on, 2
As if
seconds.
he- as if
Yes.
he can control who he finds. Girl, get this
I'm attracted to the.
Is he making a noise? It's you, Nubar. You're making a noise. It's crickling.
crackling.
Hey, Mr. It's crackling.
Sorry.
Mr. Tinder, I value your opinion. I'm not trying to brag. I think it is the best argument, but I want to be proven wrong. But yes, you know my premise 1, premise 2. But House of
Muñeca.
Muñeca, how you doing?
Hi, you could just call me House.
Okay.
I just want to chime in really quick on what he just said, that he's not attracted to someone unless he knows their birth gender. I just have to call BS on that because it's a
You
natural
don't know
response.
me, ma'am. You
Okay,
don't know me.
Okay.
So
She's not claiming to.
yeah, I'm not claiming to. So attraction is like a natural response that's based largely on visual cues. And so when you see someone in public, you're probably going to be responding to secondary SMEX characteristics.
No, I respond to the primary ones, like the chromosomes, like that. That really. That
Yeah, this person is not being.
So Lord, this guy is saying that he's
Yeah, this
sexually
guy is-
attracted to fucking chromosomes. Do you hear this shit?
I mean, I don't think he's telling the truth. But,
No, I don't
but,
either.
but,
That's
but like just as, but look, it's logically possible. So let's make an argument.
Logically
that,
possible.
that
Bro,
Chromosomes
get
are
the
so
fuck
hot,
out of
guys.
here. Get the fuck out of here with your. You people are insufferable.
It's not.
well, no, look. I can give you an obvious example.
I don't
Look,
want to
if-
hear no fucking bullshit. Logically
Yeah, of course
possible.
you, of course you,
Chromosomes.
John.
Therefore,
Your arguments are very emotional.
I can give you an example that will debunk that, and let me tell you what it is. So there's females who are phenotypically female, assigned female at birth, all that stuff, right? Develop as females naturally. And the thing is that they have XY
Develop as females naturally? What the hell does that mean?
It means that there's no medical intervention needed.
Ari, can I switch you up for this?
You mean that they're just a female?
Oh, he left. Never mind. What I was gonna say was that they have XY chromosomes, so even if they look completely female and never had to have any medical intervention to do so, their chromosomes are still XY. So that would
Why
be.
would you need medical intervention to be a female?
Were you here for the last 5 minutes?
And
I'm
here
asking
comes
you
Satan,
though.
and here comes
I'm
Satan
asking
to
you.
fucking
Why would you need
derail the whole
medical?
fucking conversation.
Why would you need medical intervention?
Hold on,
That's
Street.
not the point of the conversation, Scholar.
Bro, I'm not asking you, sir. I'm asking.
That's not the point of the
Hold on.
conversation.
Hold on, Street. Okay, but I want to know: is there a better argument? Is there a better way to go about it at any point, Mr. Kinder or anybody? But yeah, but to House's point, yeah, people pretend not to know the difference between sex and gender. It's like I look at women and I think that they're beautiful and I'm attracted to them. And I don't see their gametes.
No, you
Obviously,
don't.
there's a
You're
difference.
lying. You're lying.
I see their gametes, right? Okay.
All right, so if Atlantic were to turn on their camera, you wouldn't figure out there's something wrong with that the way
She
that
was
person
on-
looks.
Atlantic is very well put
Would you
together.
look at
She's-
Atlantic and
she's
think
very
that was an
pretty,
actual
yeah.
woman?
She's very pretty. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
She
because
was
you're
on
gay.
camera
Well,
yesterday. She was on
Yeah,
camera
because
yesterday.
gay
What's she
men
talking
are
about?
attracted to female presenting people.
No, because you're a man. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. You
Because
look like
gay
a
men are
man.
attracted to female presenting people.
Like
Scholar, right?
Adam wants to be politically correct and say that you don't look like a
Right?
man, but you
No,
look like a
no,
man.
no,
That's
no,
my point.
Scala. Gay men are not attracted to female presenting people.
Hold on, Atlantic.
You're not female presenting. You look like a man.
Absolutely, the fuck I
You're
am
not female presenting, bro. You look like a guy that's trying to dress up like a girl. That's not.
1000%. And I know that irks your fucking little dick. Okay, now that's my fucking problem.
And it irks your dick too.
No, it doesn't. It hurts yours.
Hold on. So you're calling the host gay, but you have over manicured eyebrows, super skinny little goatee. Like you look like you look like I would encounter you at West Hollywood on a Friday night talking to other men. So you're calling someone gay when you look like a whole queen.
Looking good, Goose.
So I don't even know how to respond to that. Can you move on?
Exactly, you don't, because I read you to Phil. So why don't you go line up?
Read me to filth. I said this guy looks like a guy, and you're upset because he looks like a guy. Well, why don't any trans women turn on their camera so we could get down to this instead of showing
Street.
pictures? Why doesn't any trans woman ever turn on their camera?
Street, listen. Are you tracking? 1 second, House. Street Scala. Literally, Atlantic was on camera the whole live yesterday. What are you talking about?
Comment section fills up with "that's a man," and
No.
and he mutes and
No.
fucking. Bro, I was in it too. I was making fun of this person, and she kept muting me.
The way that you fucking lie
was
is
just
hilarious.
You look like a man. Why are you so
You
upset? That's the
wish
only
that
thing
I
I know
did.
you of,
You
bro. You
wish
look
that
like
I
a man.
did. You wish
The
that I
whole
did.
comment section things too. That's why you block
The
and
only
delete
person
people all
that
the
you're
time.
convincing of that
That's why
bullshit
you have
is
so little
yourself,
people
and not
in your
even
live.
You believe that to be the case.
And if you would let people in your
Are you
live
serious?
who
She
think
had
you look
80
like a man,
people.
you're,
Street, she had 80 people watching at one time. Probably more than that. What are you talking about? You're coping. You're coping.
yeah, you
Street.
would have more
You're
if you didn't
coping.
kick out the people who make fun of
My
you.
live,
so.
my live peaked at almost 200 viewers. I think last night.
Damn. I didn't
There's a lot of gay people in the world.
What you're
What does
talking
that
about?
mean?
And you were in the request. I accepted you. For some reason, you didn't come up. All you do is fucking cry and fucking cope and lie.
Actually, I wasn't
That's
coming
all
up to
that
talk to
do,
you. I
okay?
heard
Like,
something
no
stupid,
one
so I wanted
values what the
to.
fuck you say. No one
Says
I don't
the
value
guy
what you
dressed up
say.
as a girl.
You
Says
can
the
sit there
guy
and
dressed
say
up
that-
as a girl.
Yeah, and that's smarter than you.
Scala, the noise.
Yeah. Hey, Street, are you part of the community or are you heterosexual? No, I'm genuinely asking.
He's
'cause
very clearly a
He's a
queen,
fluffer.
honey. Very clearly a queen.
A closeted homosexual, maybe, or bisexual.
And this is the thing. Y'all use homosexuality as an insult because you know it sounds
Because
stupid.
it insult, because it offends you.
Is that your house arrest alarm going off?
Because it offends you.
Smoke alarm is
You a
going off, bro.
homophobe.
Wait, make it make sense. He just used it as an insult.
I'm cooking for my kids because I'm a fucking natural human being that could have kids. You fucking freaks who will never have kids. Y'all like kids.
Oh yeah, I have kids, and actually, they're at school right now. Why are yours home?
Bro, you should be so fucking ashamed if you have kids.
Doesn't like to talk
Worry about not burning your
That's
kitchen down.
Yep.
Guys, if you're
Who,
trans,
who is this
you
fat person? Who is this fat person in the picture? What are we looking at?
You're looking at curves.
Fat.
Bro,
You don't like
that's a fat
curvy
person
women?
wearing a mummy wrap on their stomach. What about it?
You're looking at curves.
Bro, your stomach is strapped, bro. Your
So-
neck doesn't match the rest of your body. That's how you can tell when somebody straps up their stomach. Your arms, your jelly arms do not match the rest of your
Not so
neck.
loud.
Your neck doesn't match your fucking legs. Stop
Scala,
strapping
not
up your
so loud.
stomach.
I don't know what the fuck
You're
you're
talking like
talking
this in
about.
front of kids,
Her
too.
body, listen, your body is fine, muñeca. Don't listen to him.
No, it's
He's a
not. You're
fucking
strapping
hater.
up your stomach, bro. Just go to the
You're a
gym.
fucking
It'll look more
hater.
natural.
Imagine
Your neck
talking
is
about this in front
fat.
of
Your
children.
neck does not
You
match the
are
rest
a
of your
fucking
body.
hater, bro. You a hater.
I'm mad because I'm pointing out the obvious.
You are
This
a
person's
hater.
strapping up their
Always,
stomach.
it's always
Because
the
you look
ugly
good.
fucks that want to judge everybody else.
Bro, you look like a man. What are you talking about?
No, I do not.
Yes, you
wish that I
do.
did,
The
but
whole
I
world
don't,
tells you this.
sweetie.
That's why you're mad.
Sweetie, I know you want to believe
That's why you're
that.
so combative
I know
with
you
the
wanna
whole
believe
world.
That. Okay, no, I'm combative because
Bro,
when I
you
see
sound
fucks
like a man and you
who
look
are
like a man. What are you
ignorant.
talking
does this
about?
guy-
There's nothing to believe. This is
That's
what you
my
look like.
problem with
Your
you.
voice is
Guys,
stronger than
guys,
mine.
If we
Okay.
listen, real quick. If we over talk, I'm gonna get flagged like yesterday.
Guys,
Listen,
let's bring it back.
If we over talk and yell, I'm gonna get flagged like yesterday on my other account.
But
So why you let this street person up? That's all he fucking does is yell.
Can someone address my
Do you want me to
point?
dress up as a girl so I can pretend to be you?
You won't look like me, trust me.
Is that what you want to
You're
do?
fat.
Is
I
that
wouldn't
is
look
that
like
your
you. I'm not
fantasy?
morbidly obese. You're
Is that
right.
your fantasy?
I'm PHAT, thank you.
House,
Yo,
you are definitely not obese.
But can someone address my point, please? Previously, like
That you
if
were
you're
attracted to
committing.
chromosomes?
No, not
No.
that point. Like the other one in regards to your what's it called? Your syllogism, right? And then I bring up the study. Like, oh no, of course, you don't want to bite that bullet, but
I'm
it's going to be an
asking.
entitlement on
Okay,
review
would
that
you
you
like to
have to
answer
bite the
my
bullet.
question? Okay. Would you like to answer my question? How do you
Yeah, I'll
recognize?
answer. Wait,
Well,
I'll
I didn't
answer
even
if you
ask
answer
it.
mine
I didn't even.
afterwards.
Okay, what's my question? Because I didn't even. You cut me
Yeah,
off.
I said I'll answer your question if you
What's
answer
my
mine
question?
afterwards. Is that a fair deal?
What's sure?
I haven't
How do
heard
you?
your question yet.
You said you would answer it, but you haven't heard it.
Yeah, I'll
Adam,
answer
I
it.
have
How
to
do
go
you?
get ready for work. I'll
Okay, thanks, Atlantic.
talk to you later.
How do you recognize? How do you recognize men from women in public?
So I don't assume. Honest to God, I
Okay,
don't
if you
assume.
had, if okay, okay, bro, okay, if Goose stole the TV, okay, and he didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I was missing a TV. No, I'm just kidding. But if Goose stole a TV, and the police ask you, okay, did you were a witness, noob, and you saw Goose steal the TV? Okay, the police ask you, okay, did you see a man or a woman? Just describe
I'm
what you
gonna say I
saw.
saw someone with a beard, glasses, and a hat.
A man or a woman? What would you say? The police asked you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I saw someone with a beard, glasses, and a
And
hat.
okay, so were they a man? Would you describe them as a man
Well, I don't know.
or a
I don't know
woman?
what they had. I don't know who they are.
I don't know
Like
what they identify as. See, that's what I'm saying.
Let's
I
be
know. I don't know
real.
their. I don't know their biological sex. Like I don't know.
You don't.
I don't.
Oh, so everybody is. I don't know. Everybody is. Well, I don't know if they're men or women. That's your worldview,
I'm like once again. I'm agnostic on the whole
right?
gender
That's your
debate.
worldview. So okay, well then your
I'm
worldview. I'm
agnostic,
sorry, House.
sir.
Then your worldview. That's funny, Echo. Your worldview is like irrelevant.
I mean,
and
his
useless.
eyeliner game's on point.
Oh wait, we
But
gotta see
once
the
again,
eyeliner.
all right, you've answered my question. Now answer my question.
You didn't
Under
answer.
your view, sir.
You didn't
Under
answer.
your view.
Okay, so hold on.
Most
So your view, wait,
women
let
don't
me just make
pass.
this clear. Let me just make this clear. Your view is that you can't recognize or you don't recognize men from women in public. That's
No,
your
my
answer?
view isn't. My view isn't that we can't. It's just I don't know. I don't know how.
You don't know. So you
I've said
can't
it for
you
the
don't you
10th
don't
time. I'm
recognize men from
agnostic
women in
on
public.
the trans issue. So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
agnostic
I'm
on
not
gender.
this isn't
debate.
about trans. This isn't about trans.
Yeah, just in gender in general. In
Yeah,
general,
in general.
gender debates. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not fully familiar with how we're
He's not
supposed to.
answering
It's
the
a
question. I
complex
can answer the
issue.
question.
It's a
He's just gonna
complex
keep running around the question.
linguistic.
Bro. It really is
Yeah.
the fucking answer. Bro, every trans person in real life looks like a fucking weirdo. They got fucking a 5 o'clock shadow. They smell like men, each and every one of them. This is why
Yo,
a lot of
Street.
them don't want to turn on their camera.
Street,
So in
Street.
real life, it's really
Why don't
easy
you
to
just-
tell which one is the man and which one is the woman.
Just
Not
drop the Street
pictures,
guy. No.
not
He's not
filters. In real life, you could tell. They have fucking a dick bulge just like everybody else. They have broad shoulders. They got big hands, big feet. That's
Got it.
You?
Got it.
Street, I have a question for you. So,
Question answered.
Street, I have a question. So, what did
You
you
got your-
consider? What did you consider Atlantic when she was on? What was Atlantic?
What you mean consider? That's a man.
He's gonna-
What are you
he's
talking
gonna
about?
say-
There's nothing to consider. It's a
what-
man.
All right, so Street. So what's your opinion about Goose?
What?
Is Goose a man or a woman?
I don't know what he is, and I don't believe anybody that says anything on the internet about what they say they are unless they prove it. I can come on and say that I was a woman 20 years ago, and what, you would believe me because I said
okay,
so?
all right, let's do- all right.
Street, check this out. So check this out.
How do you prove it?
If Goose
Exactly, you can't prove it. You could be lying about everything you said. My
You could be
point.
lying too.
If Goose looks like a man, if Goose says he's a man, Goose is a man. If Atlantic looks like a woman, and she says
Doesn't look like
she's
a
a
woman,
woman, then
that's
she's
just
a
getting to
woman.
my point.
Now,
Just
Goose, you clearly identify as a dumbass. So what's your excuse for that?
Why are we calling
Wait.
people dumbasses?
Wait, me?
Because the way he's talking to people,
How
very
do you just bring up that
disrespectfully.
Atlantic looks
You're
like
being-
a woman?
you-
I'm
dude,
saying Atlantic looks like a man.
Your
He
delivery
has a
is
deep ass
off.
voice. He got big, broad shoulders.
But
he
your
has big
delivery is
hands.
off.
Atlantic looks like a
You
man.
can
So what are you talking about?
You can communicate your message without insulting people. Every time you're
I'm
on here,
insulting because I'm telling you what you look like. If a man looks like a man, saying that they look like a man is not insulting. It's just
Not
what
so
you look
loud.
like.
Yeah, that's the
Scarlett,
diff.
you're
Can
too
I
loud.
Why don't you
explain
turn
what
your
goes
camera
into
on?
the
I'm
study?
like the only one with my camera on.
This is
You
the
feel-
only. I'm
you feel the
assuming
need to
Goose is a
insult
trans
people,
man,
guy.
right?
You feel the need to trash people, to troll them.
I wanna
to try
assume
to
Just because
prove
you're
a point.
ugly is not my
But in the
fault. Blame
process,
God.
but in the process of that, you just make everyone else look like.
It's not insulting. It's the truth. This is the world we live in. That man looks like a man. You want to be mad at me because he looks like a man? That's not my fault.
Street,
Wow.
you're a parent, right?
Yeah, apparently his kid is right next to him
All right.
too.
So Street, if you a parent, and if your
Yeah, my
child,
kid is right next to me, and I'm
if
gonna
your
teach him
child,
that you fucking
and if-
freaking don't deserve to be in
Street,
society with regular
and if your
people. You're corrupting the world.
Street, and if your child has a belief in something,
There's a lot of
imagine.
noise in the
Street, let me
background.
finish.
Somebody needs to lower their whatever they're doing.
Street, if your child grows up believing in something, how would you feel if someone else is trashing your kid due to their beliefs?
If they're
How do
a
you feel
boy
about
thinking
that?
that they're a girl, yeah, there's something wrong with
it
them.
doesn't have to be that. It can be anything else. It can be anything else.
Like what?
But just,
Like what?
imagine that if your child grows up with a belief in something, could be religion, could be G.I. Joe action figures are better than Transformers. It can be anything. But then now your kid is being bullied due to their beliefs. How would you feel about that, Street?
I don't care about
As a
bullying.
parent.
I don't even know what that means. Well, what the hell
You
does
don't know what
bullying
it
mean?
means, then there you
No,
go.
I don't know. I don't know
Then
what
there you
bullying
go,
means.
bro.
I don't know what that means.
Street.
But can we?
You mean
can we
a
answer my
difference of
question? I've
opinion?
been waiting for an answer to my question.
So nobody can have a difference of opinion? What are you talking about? Oh, I like these toys better than your toys. What are you talking about?
To my question.
An opinion
for a while,
and an
right?
insult and trashing someone are
28%
two different things, my guy.
Trans women.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, bro.
Street, are you even an adult?
Bro, you sound fat, and this is the problem. You fat people don't know how the way the world works. That's the problem.
I am fat.
Yeah, because you sound fat, bro. I'm telling you, you sound fat. I can tell you're fat.
I am
You
fat.
fat
And you
people
know-
don't
and you
view
know
the
what's
world
something
the way
crazy
that
about
it
me?
is.
And
If
you
you
know what's-
lost weight, you will view the world in a better
Street,
way,
and
bro.
you know
You're too
what's
fat
crazy?
to look at the world.
You know what's the
Only
crazy
fat
thing
people
about
talk
me
about
being
bullying.
fat?
Okay, all right.
You know what's the
I
crazy
got-
thing about me being fat, Street, is that I'll warm up your wife in the wintertime and I'll
Street.
give her a lot of shade in the summertime.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going back to the actual debate at hand instead of meaningless insults, right? As I've mentioned, right, entailed under your view, majority of people that identify as trans wouldn't be trans, and
How?
you said you don't wanna.
Why?
You don't
Why?
agree with that.
Why wouldn't they be trans? New based on
Because
what?
because you said previously, right? It's how they are. How they
Yeah, based on what? What are you using to disqualify them?
It's based on how society identifies them. That's
What are you using to disqualify these trans?
Once
people?
again, I've named the study, sir. You're
No,
refusing
I'm
to look at
asking
the
you.
science.
Yes, explain it to me. What are
It's
you
called-
using?
yeah, I
What
can
are they?
explain it
Okay,
right
what
now.
are they?
It's called-
What? Okay, bro, dude, listen to the question, dog. What are they using to say? Okay, because this trans person is X, Y, this has X, Y, and Z, he's disqualified from being trans. What's the evidence that they're looking at?
Yes, it's called the visual conformity with a firm gender.
Is it their
or
gender
person.
expression? Is it their gender
Yes, this is
expression?
this is
Oh
their
my
gender
God,
expression,
their gender
bro.
expression, right?
This is passing.
what's-
That's gender expression, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we do use gender expression to recognize men and women, right?
Yeah, this is an internal critique on your view, sir.
Okay,
If it's
so
the-
then yeah, that
if
if
it's the
someone's
case-
hey, listen, Nubar, if someone says, well, I don't like your gender expression, so you're not a woman. Great. That doesn't disprove my argument, because that's how we recognize men from women is their gender
Right, so-
expression.
so
if you
look,
don't
I'm
think
gonna
someone,
say right now,
if you
I'm
don't think
trans
someone is
now.
if you don't think someone's passing, well, guess what? There's a lot of cis women that don't pass either.
So
But it
most
doesn't
trans
take.
women aren't women under your view. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't
Then
decide.
what we doing
I
here?
don't decide. Nubar, do you
So-
think
so you're
that
being
I-
inconsistent with your
Nubar,
views, sir.
Nubar,
You're
Nubar,
bad faith.
Nubar. Shut up. You gotta put you on mute, dog. See that? Okay, I don't decide men from women. Adam He-Man does not decide, is not the decider. Oh, Goose, Adam He-Man says you're a man because Adam He-Man said so. Echo, you're a woman because Adam He-Man said so. Duchess, you're a woman because Adam... No, that's not my argument. That's not my argument. You're misunderstanding. You're
What's your argument, sir? Maybe
Okay,
explain
so-
it to me. What
Okay, so
what makes a woman?
Oh, so which premise do you disagree with?
Once again, premise one. Under premise one, you would have to assume.
Right. So my premise one was that society recognizes men from women based on their gender expression. Why do you disagree with that?
It's not that I inherently disagree with it. It's just entailed under that view that most
Why?
trans women
Okay,
are
so
women, so
this society
I
does not.
disagree
Okay,
with it.
hold
and
on.
I can
You
tell you
disagree with
why.
it. Okay, so how does society recognize men from women in public?
Yeah. So the reason I disagree with it is because I know that there are multiple examples of society recognizing somebody as gender X and the person not recognizing themselves as gender Y. And I'm more likely to lean towards what the person recognizes themselves as their gender. Which gender would that person be to you? What society says they recognize them at, or what they say they are?
It'd be better if you had a picture of this person. Do you have any? Because my argument is
So
about
like a
presentation.
so
It's
a
about
tomboy.
hey, dude, new bar. You just interrupted again. Okay, because my argument is about gender expression and presentation. Do you have like an example you can put?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can make one up. Like, let's just say Goose. Let's say Goose recognizes himself as a woman. What do you recognize? What do the rest of us recognize him as?
Society would not recognize him as a woman.
Correct. So which one is he?
Right. Well, society would not recognize him as a woman, so society would say that he's not a woman.
Yeah. So, but which one is correct? Is he a man or a woman?
I appeal to society. Yeah, he would be a man.
And Goose,
That's
you would
not-
agree then that you would be a man even if you recognize yourself as a woman.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see
I'm
what
asking,
you're saying.
I'm asking
Yes.
Goose.
Oh, okay. Goose. Okay, Goose. You're really adamant that you're saying that you're a woman, but society says no. You're not a woman. You're a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you think? You're a woman or a man?
Yeah.
I would still be a woman, even though
Okay,
society
so-
told me as a man.
Right. Okay.
Society,
but that's
I would
why
be perceived. I would be perceived as a man with the identity of a woman.
Yep. Well, that's a thing. So like
So
I understand.
what were you
Okay,
even
but
saying?
now-
Like, words don't have
that's
meaning
fine.
at this point.
But
Like,
that's
words-
fine. I still think it's a stronger argument because yes, I understand. Well, if I said I'm a woman, okay, again, I could be lying. So my argument is you have to show it. You have to show us, but that's the standard. But I think it's a strong argument because that's the standard for cis women. We recognize cis women by their gender expression. We say, Duchess, you are 100% a woman. You don't need to show your sex or your birth certificate, any of that. We recognize you as a woman based on your gender expression. If that's the standard for cis women, then that would have to be the standard for all other trans women as well.
tomboys, sir? How about tomboys?
Again,
What do tomboys
they're
stand
still
in
women.
separation?
Yeah,
Tomboys would be one-
I agree with you, host. That's how we recognize it. But there's only one true answer in terms of what their true identity is.
Lord, give me just a moment. Hello, holy contradiction. The host is looking for people. Hello. The host is looking for people that disagree. There are plenty of
Right.
people on panel that do agree. We don't need
you're
a whole
shit.
bunch of
You're not
listen.
trans. I'm trans.
I do not
Because they don't
care.
want to circle John.
Hold on,
That's
hold
what-
on. New bear, can you be quiet for just a moment, please? Thank you. Holy contradiction. The live stream is not about you. No one knows you. I don't think
For
anybody
trans
cares.
women, my love. It is
I
absolutely
do not
me.
care. Do not call me your love. The host is looking for people that disagree. There are plenty of people here that agree. You can enjoy the show. I tried to tell you earlier. You didn't like it. You made it about yourself. You're telling me that you exist and that this is about your existence. Not even remotely. But I do very much hope you enjoy the show. Take care and God bless. My goodness.
Thank you, Duchess. W Duchess. So Goose, here's where I'm at. If you truly have a gender identity of woman, you truly have that gender identity, you would be a woman. However, the rest of society would not know that because of your gender expression. So
Yeah, I said that. That's what I said.
Okay, correct. So the way that we know, the way that we can have evidence and know that men from women is by their gender expression. So Goose expresses a gender of man, therefore society sees him as a man.
That's all
See,
fair, but
that's the thing.
your background is speaking to what people actually are, not what they're recognized as, correct?
I think no, they are to society, to reality, to the world. Goose is a man. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about what they actually like truly are.
We're talking about their
Phil would say
ontology,
ontology.
But how do we know?
Let's
How
not
do we
use Phil Bro
know?
words.
How do you know Goose isn't lying to you? How do you know Goose isn't
Wait.
actually a dude? How do you know this?
Yeah, you don't know if I'm male or female.
Here's the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
I just
that's what we're investigating.
Goose could be lying.
No, I got it. I just got it.
That's what we're investigating.
Hold on.
Yes,
I just
correct.
got it. Claims, Lord J, here it is. Claims in argumentation philosophy, claims have to be falsifiable. Okay, falsifiable. So if I say something that I am, but I'm unable to, you're unable to falsify it, it's kind of irrelevant. So if I say I'm a woman, I say I'm a giraffe, I could say anything. It's unfalsifiable. But what's not unfalsifiable is someone's gender expression. Hey,
Yes, it is.
Goose's gender. How is no? It's not. Goose
Wait,
really has it. Goose really
I've got
expresses
a really
it.
interesting question, right?
Yeah.
And let's say a white dude, right? He decides he wants to be black just one day, right? And I'm black, by the way. So this isn't. I'm a black man myself. So he wants to be black, right? And then he attributes all these racist stereotypes to himself. He does the 9 yards. He does blackface to conform with his racial thing, right? And race is just as much as a social construct as gender, right? So would we have to affirm his race as a black dude? Of
That actually
course,
happened.
this is very
That's
silly.
actually
and racist,
happened
right?
before.
Huh?
That's actually happened before. Who's
Yeah,
that woman?
and do you
Who's
think
that
that's a
woman?
valid way of doing it?
Who is that woman?
Do you think
with that?
it
Well,
would
there
be
was
valid for him to do that?
I remember there was a.
Yeah.
Sorry, Goose.
No.
There was there was an Indian person. Okay, and he was very dark skinned, and they did some kind of thing where he was a part of some kind of program where certain black people got this program or something, and he was saying, yeah, I'm black. I mean,
So yeah,
And if society
so like the thing of it is,
affirmed
dude,
that, right,
listen, no
would he
bad.
suddenly
So
be like,
the thing of it is
come on, guys?
right?
Come
Adam
on,
is talking about somebody's gender expression, the way society perceives them, right? He's not talking about their biology, right?
Well, you think race is biological?
What? I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
It's the same thing though. Like if you ask me, okay, I recognize a person's race just by I'm just going to look at them. I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm not going to look at their history or their DNA. Okay, Scala, you're Hispanic. Goose is Jewish. Well, you're Jewish.
That's
right?
not a race, dude.
Oh, I know it's not a race. Dang it! I didn't want to
Everybody
offend
says
you.
that.
I didn't want to offend you. Okay, but I knew you were Jew. I knew you were
I'm a
Jewish.
Jew.
But okay,
Let's
Duchess
say like
is white.
the guy
Duchess is white.
did a
Echo
black
is white.
face. He did a really good black face.
No,
right?
Bear, this person on my background identifies as a black person.
He could be.
Dang it.
Ew, is that
Yeah, so
Tony the
if-
Tiger?
If so,
That's Tony
is
the
that
Tiger
Tony
in
the
this
Tiger?
new bit.
Is it?
That is Tony.
Oh my god.
That's Tony.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so Tony is like
so if
whiter.
in a world where
Yes, race is still a social construct, but race is a different social construct than gender.
so what makes it different? What's the symmetry breaker here? In where you can't just do blackface, claim to be black.
Enough fucking people haven't done it already. That's the only difference. Once enough people are doing that crazy shit, they're gonna be panels and be like, "Oh, these fucking mentally sick people. Let's be nice to them and be like, oh, you think you're black or Indian? Yeah, you are. Of course you are. Come sit with us, you fucking sick, demented person."
Well, I don't think there is a symmetry breaker. Let me demonstrate that. Because, even if a black guy says, well, no, I'm white, I really am. Yeah, but society is just not going to accept you because of how you look. You don't look white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's
He
this?
affirms his racial identity by changing the way he does. He conforms to all the stereotypes, all the things that we attribute to whiteness or blackness, right? And he
So can we bring it back
does
to
that to
gender and talking about like trans women?
Okay, so
Pardon?
what? All right, watch this. Watch this. Okay. Da-da-da. Okay. Can this person ever be white?
once again, they can do some skin
By
lightening.
your standard,
No,
Adam,
right
yes,
now.
this person could be white. Yes, they could be
No,
white.
right now.
Yes, they can.
Right now.
Yeah,
No, this
if
Yes,
under
they could be
your
white.
view,
All they
did
have to say
skin
is that they're
lightening,
white, and that's they're
they
white.
got a nose job, they did all the things.
No, no, Lord J, don't change anything. No, don't change anything. Could this person ever be white the way right now, the way he looks right now?
Probably not.
Probably not, right? Because why? Because society. I appeal to society. Yes.
Okay, that's my point. So let's say that guy, he did skin lightening, he got a nose job.
You're changing it.
He did all the things, right, to conform. Would you say that he's a white dude now?
Your argument is, well, what if they
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Yeah,
But
go
like,
ahead.
did you view Michael Jackson to be black or white?
Who, me?
Yeah. Even after all the procedures he
MJ,
had
I think MJ was always black, even after
right.
the.
Even after, right. So even after he did all that shit to himself, right?
He had a skin disease, you fucking genius. He didn't do anything to himself.
Oh,
It was
so
vitiligo, yes, he had
we're just gonna
vitiligo.
yell at people. That's awesome.
Because you're saying something that's false. Everybody knows he had a skin
So I'm
disease.
talking
It
about, like,
started on his hand, and then it moved away to his
God,
whole body.
imagine me being in the middle of a sentence. Imagine me being in the middle of a sentence.
Alex, this is what they do. The men,
But yeah,
they
this
like
wouldn't
to
be
dominate.
an issue for me, right? I would just say
Yeah.
he's what he was in the beginning, right? But the pro-trans people, right, they're going to be committed to the view, right, that MJ is now white because that's how he presents now.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at, though, right? Like, so even after like the plastic surgery and all that shit, right? Like, so and then it's just kind of like, oh, why did he do it? Like, it's just
Yeah, and obviously,
yeah.
like, we can all agree that that's probably a bit problematic, right? That, okay, this guy changed, he did some things, right? You have to do, like, so if a guy did skin bleach and all the other shit to conform to whiteness, you guys would probably say that's a problem, right? But it
Right,
seems
but
like
you're not
that it's
gonna
different
take
when
a
it's
glance at him and
a
then
woman.
be like, oh,
and
well,
I'm trying
he's
to
white now.
find
It's
out what
fine.
the difference is.
Yeah, but
I
again,
haven't gotten a question
Nubar,
announced in that.
you're using someone's presentation to make that determination. So you're saying, well, what is Michael Jackson? Is he white or is he black? That you can have your opinion. You can have your own opinion on whether Michael Jackson is black or white. You can say whatever you want. That's your opinion. However,
Yeah, I'm
again,
sir.
what is
No one has
it?
ever
How
questioned
does-
if MJ is black or white. That's the stupidest fucking comparison I've ever heard in
But
my
again,
life.
you're using Michael Jackson's presentation. You're using someone that you know is
so
very,
would-
no,
so-
hold on. You're using someone that you know that you're very familiar with, that he did kind of change his appearance over the years. But regardless, you're still looking at what? You're looking at someone's presentation. That's exactly just the race. It's the same thing. Erased it. What is it someone a black person or a white person or an Hispanic person to society? Society
Once again,
looks at their
once ag-
society looks at their presentation.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, sir.
Oh my God, dude! Why are you gonna shut up and let me finish? Okay. They look at we look at Alex's presentation. Society's gonna say that she's white. That's what we're going to use it. Same for gender. And society's going to look at Alex's presentation, her gender expression, and say she's a woman. It's the same thing.
Can I respond? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just
what I
just wait
was
till
asking, right? What I was asking, if these guys did, let's say Goose, he did blackface, he did everything to conform to. Would he be a black guy then? That's what I know
you're
you don't
saying.
want to answer it.
Your
because it's a
argument
very
is if
uncomfortable
someone
answer.
you're asking if someone expressed their gender the way that they're not expressing it right now. That's not my argument.
Crazy as that sounds to you, this is as crazy as this whole life sounds to every normal fucking person when you're saying that a man could be a woman. Do you not understand that that's what he's getting at? As insane as you hear this, all this shit is crazy. This is one big crazy live.
Yeah, no, wait. That's not what I'm listening to. That's not what I'm listening to. I have not listened to Adam justify one time that a man, in fact, can be a woman.
He just said Atlantic looked like a woman. That is the biggest fucking lie in the world.
Yeah,
if
but
Adam
I
had
know-
a gun to
yeah,
his head, he would not say
I
that.
think
If they were
Canelo-
like, let's strap you up to a lie detector
Hi.
test, you would not say yes.
Hi, sweet pea.
Scarlett,
Listen,
you're interrupting Alex.
shush. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Close the one in front of your face. Okay? Listen, understand something. I've never heard Adam once say that yes, a man can be a woman, like a biological man can be a woman. Like I've never heard those words come out of his
a
mouth
man
ever.
can't be a woman. Yeah.
They can identify as such, but not biologically.
Once
So,
again,
yeah.
I'll ask a question.
Trans
'cause-
people don't claim to be female. Yeah.
Yeah, that's answered the question.
Like, it's
We're speaking on social constructs,
so
so
fucking stupid, bro.
and you don't want to.
They don't claim, but they're putting on blackface, so to say, like woman face. They're like they're speaking like this,
All right, wait a
and they're
minute,
wearing
bro.
dresses. What are they trying to portray themselves as when they're doing that? When they're wearing long hair, when they're putting on these fucking dresses and all this shit.
Don't men have fucking basic respect and allow women to finish?
You want to protect women and respect women, Scully. You're not letting Alex finish.
Yeah, it's called woman face. They're all pretending to be women.
How do you know that?
Can I ask you about your
So are you-
background? Your background says trans women are women. Do you take a trans woman to be a biological man?
Wait, what is woman face?
Host, do you take a trans woman to be a biological man?
I don't go by biology to determine if someone's a man or woman because that's unknown knowledge to me.
That's not what I'm asking. So are you saying trans women can be biological men or biological women? Or biologically male or
No,
biologically female?
my argument is society recognizes men from women regardless of their biology.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm asking about
something
your
else.
back, like the words behind you.
You can have any sex. Sex is not a determining factor on whether someone is recognized to be a man or woman.
But a trans woman, can a trans woman be a biological
I answered your question,
female?
bro.
But I'm confused.
We recognize men from women regardless of their sex. Their sex
Well, how do you
is
recognize
not
what a
affected.
trans woman is?
A trans woman is a type of woman. A trans woman is a woman where their gender identity and their their sex at birth don't match. That's what a trans woman, but they're still a type of woman.
Okay, so I'm taking that to mean a trans woman is a biological man.
No one's denying
Okay.
that.
Again, Lord J.
Okay.
I
Alex
do
said she's
not
never-
listen. I do not factor in someone's biology. I guess when you say biology, you're referring to their sex. I don't factor in someone's sex when I recognize men from women. Neither does society.
Okay, I'm just responding to the comment that was made that the host has never said biological men can be women, but the background implicitly says biological men are women.
What I've said it like 5 different ways. I've said
reading
that.
the same thing you're reading.
I've said my
Well,
argument.
does trans
like 5
women
different-
mean biological
you
men that identify as a woman?
People have biologies, Lord J. However,
I'm aware.
We don't. Oh, okay, yeah, and we don't factor in their biology in recognizing them. Alex is a woman. Do I know her biology? No. Boom. Point proven.
I didn't make. You're not like responding to what my question is.
Bro, I've responded like 5 different ways, bro.
Well, steelman my question because my question is, or I'll just.
You're asking me, can a biological male be a woman? That was your question, right?
Yes.
And my answer was, your biology can be anything. It's not a factor. It's not relevant to whether someone is recognized to be a man or woman in society.
So I'm taking that to
literally
mean
just
biological
answered.
men can be women per your.
Why you
view.
keep saying biological men? He's saying you're talking about again. He said to you already like.
Anyways,
5
Adam
times.
slipped up like
No,
twice.
no, no,
Adam, you know you
because,
did.
because the person
Said
to the
you already,
left of
like,
me
5
said the
times
host
that he
never
does
made
not
that
take into
claim.
account someone's sex when saying
Alex,
who is always in a man or
Yes.
a woman. Like
Alex
what
doesn't-
about that you're not getting?
Alex,
Which
Biological
means
men
that
can be
a
women, but
biological
hold
man
on.
can be a woman. He
Okay,
is
Lord
making
J,
that claim.
bro. I
He's
don't
saying-
understand. Okay, Lord Claim. I really don't know how better way to explain what I'm saying. I really don't.
Okay, well, let me ask Alex. Did you make the claim that the host does not believe biological
Alex
men
does
can
not
be
make
women?
claims for me. Lord J, do not ask Alex to speak for me. You can ask Alex her opinion.
I'm asking her to speak for her. I'm asking her to speak for what her
Okay,
claim
but
was.
don't mention me though.
But what was her claim? She's the one that mentioned you.
I never made a claim though. What was the claim?
You said 3 minutes ago that you've never heard the host say that biological men can be women.
Biological men
Right.
can be. Yeah, I've never heard him say those words verbatim.
Okay, so that may be true.
I don't need to.
Do you recognize that his background is implicitly saying that?
His background is not saying that.
Saying that.
It's not saying that. You're straw manning.
Let me just.
I'm asking Alex. 1 second, Lord J.
Wait, hold on.
Lord
J. Well, hold on. So I think what you're missing is the actual message that he's trying to get behind.
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Just like
Lord
I
J,
don't
you got to move on because
people
it's
do to bring people in, and then they're like, that's not what I mean.
If you want to know my actual opinion, that's a different story. But I'm not gonna trample on what he's trying to say, so I'm not gonna speak for somebody else.
That's fair. I'm just saying when people swipe up and they land on this live, that's what they read, and that's what that
Because
implicitly says.
it's equivocating. You're equivocating what you mean by man and woman with what he means by man and woman.
That's why I'm asking
And then
him.
you're misrepresenting.
And when I asked him, he confirmed. Well, you paused, bro.
Excuse me. You're misrepresenting his prompt because you're
You
equivocating.
gotta go to work, man.
What
Like, why
you
you
mean
back?
by man versus what he means by man. That's what's happening here. You're essentially doing this fallacious shit.
Did I ask him what he meant, or did I misrepresent him?
You told Alex that the background is saying that biological men can be women.
I said
Because
that's what it implicitly says.
Once again, because you are equivocating your
That's
definition.
why I asked you, correct?
Oh my God. This is why these people, you don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're the ones over talking people.
You
I was
are
having a conversation
equivocating.
with host and Alex, and you came in and over talked to everybody. Atlantic.
Perfect. Now you're here. Okay, got it.
You said biological men cannot be women, but
one last time.
I keep getting muted, and this fucking guy could keep
equivocating what you mean by man.
And
what
fuck you, you're a
he
man.
means by
You
man.
me.
And then you're telling Alex that the background is implicitly saying something that it is not because of that equivocation. Do you understand that now? Because Adam said,
Talking to the voices
don't
in your head, you're not
factor
making
in
sense.
someone's sex when saying that they are a particular gender. He said this multiple times already.
W. Atlantic is the
Bro,
only
the
one
guy
that can
muted. You're not making any sense. The guy's not even talking anymore, bro. Atlantic, go to sleep or do something, man. You're losing your mind.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a rabies shot. You need a rabies shot.
Look, Atlantic, your comment basically is saying that Adam, the host, is saying either sex can be a woman, which directly contradicts what Alex said.
No, it does not. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you are again equivocating.
Are you saying he is or is not saying he does not factor in sex when someone can identify as a woman?
Okay. Adam
Yes or no?
Adam does not believe biological man is a thing.
You don't believe it?
So you are equivocating. You are equivocating once again what he means by man and woman with what you mean by man and woman, and then you're saying that he's saying something he's not saying.
Okay, so to clarify, you don't believe biological sex exists?
I believe male and female exist.
Not you.
Yes, but
Adam,
that's not
Adam.
the same. Again, according to Adam, it's not the same thing as man and woman. Do you not understand that?
Yeah, I do understand that. I'm asking
Then
you,
what
do you
the
believe?
fuck?
Okay,
Just-
Lord
if you would
J,
just stop
you're
talking.
not getting your point across, Lord J. Let me say it.
Because he
again,
interrupts
different-
me.
Okay, because you're not getting your point across. You're pretending to be confused.
I'm
think
asking
that you're
questions.
I think that you're pretending to be confused. Yeah, I know you're asking
100%.
questions because you're
So how can I
pretending to
be
be.
confused?
Holy crap, Lord J, shut your mouth.
Incredible.
How about that? How about just shut your mouth? Let me clarify. Let me clarify. Okay. I and the rest of society, for the most part, 99% of society recognizes men from women, regardless of what their sex is. We don't factor in. Oh wait, what's your sex? Oh, do you have gametes? Oh, do you have a uterus? We don't care about any of that. Alex is a woman based on her gender expression. That's it. Trans women are women.
Great. Do you believe biological sex exists?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Would you describe those sexes as male and female?
Yep.
Do you believe a biological male can identify as a woman?
Yes.
I reckon.
Okay.
Man, shut the fuck up, bro. He's not even talking to you.
Okay. So a
Scholar,
woman.
you're not my type, Scholar. Accept that and take your L.
We recognize a woman to be a woman, Lord J, regardless of their sex.
Great. So you do believe that a biological male can
How
be
did
a
I
woman?
not? How did I not just answer that? You can
Well,
have
because I
whatever.
asked very clear
Lord G,
questions. That
how
just
is
means
this
you
not
just say yes
clear
or
for
no.
you, Lord J? How is this not clear for you? Your sex, you can have whatever sex you want. You can have whatever uteruses and I don't know, whatever sex you want in chromosomes. I don't take that into account when I recognize men from women.
Okay, this is why things aren't clear for me. So, like, you just made a statement, you can have whatever sex you want. So now you're saying you believe people can have whatever biological sex they want?
Okay, Adam just
You
kicked
really
this
just
guy.
flipped. Wait,
Just
wait.
kick
You
this
really
guy.
just flipped that around on him, didn't you?
I'm confused because he says things
No,
that
Adam,
don't
answer the
make sense.
question.
You're pretending to be
Wait, no,
confused.
because
You're
I
pretending to
said
be confused. Yeah.
No, I
He
am
doesn't want to answer the
confused.
You're
question.
willingly
'cause
ignorant.
He's making you sound as crazy as you
I am
sound.
ignorant because you're confusing.
You're confusing. Okay, where did I confuse you? A person
You,
can have
I asked a clear question. You said
a person, Lord J, a person can have whatever sex. You can have have male and female and X chromosome. You can have all of that. I don't take that into account. Society doesn't take that into account when we recognize men from women. It's the gender
okay.
When you're at the
expression.
doctor's.
So you added the you want part, but that was you misspoke there. Got it. So all right,
No, I didn't
you agree
misspeak.
that-
I didn't misspeak.
So people can have whatever sex they want?
Okay,
You
he doesn't. Yo, you're
Bro.
so fucking disingenuous.
Again, you're
You're
over
so
In
goddamn
Adam's world, you could be a
not a
rabbit, a
complicated
horse,
conversation.
or
True.
fucking anything you
You're
want.
doing everything in
3
your
seconds.
power to misrepresent everything he's saying so you can have a fucking point.
I'm literally
You're
asking
so goddamn
questions.
disingenuous, my guy. How the fuck do you have teeth?
Do you understand what a question is?
You are pretending to not understand what the
Landon,
fuck
don't you
he's
have
saying,
work, bro?
even
Go to
though
work.
you're
What are you
not
doing,
my
man? Stop
type
screaming.
scholar,
Do
except
you
the
understand
reject
what
that
a
you are.
You're
question
mute.
is?
He's talking to Adam. I want to hear this
Yeah, I
conversation. Shut
have
the fuck
explained
up.
this to you.
Why are you so
I've
worried
No,
about
explained
what
this to
asking
you
Atlantic
multiple
Atlantic
times. He's
now.
explained it multiple times. And
Because
now you're
Atlantic got a
pretending
cheap
like
ass
you don't
mic. If he went to
understand
work
what
more,
the
he would
fuck
get a
is
better
being
mic.
said.
I don't understand if you understand what questions are. Do you?
Do you understand how to get the
Literally,
shut the
dude
fuck
literally
up?
can't answer a question.
Okay, do
He
you have a
clearly doesn't
contention?
understand
Oh
what
my
questions
god.
are.
How old are
Lord
you?
J,
Lord J, how old are you?
I'm 46. How old are you?
And you're behaving like this? Like
Yes.
you're
Do you understand
pretending
what
not to
questions are?
understand what the fuck is being said
This
because
is
it's
exactly
convenient
how
for
I'm
you to do
behaving.
so?
Now, do you understand what a
Okay, well,
question
you are a
is?
disingenuous fuck, and I don't want to
Still
talk to you
won't
anymore.
answer. Still
You're a
won't. I didn't ask
disingenuous
you to
fuck.
talk to me. You literally
Disingenuous
overtalk everyone.
fuck. Disingenuous fuck is
All
what
right,
you
let's start
are.
over.
Incredible argument. Incredible.
Let's start over.
Fantastic.
Let's start over. Lord J,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna pretend
This guy's
like
in the
I don't
Mensa
know what the
Hall
fuck
of
is being
Fame.
said because it fits my fucking narrative.
Yeah, I
Congratulations.
asked a question. Do you know what a question is?
Yeah, I just
Mensa
don't know
guy
why
here.
you're asking me this question because it
Because
sounds
I'm
like irrelevant.
confused. Look,
I
first
can.
you
Yeah, we know that you're confused. Do you have a
great. Then
contention?
clarify.
Do you have a contention with the argument, Lord J? My argument is that society recognizes men from women based on their gender expression. Trans people express their gender. Conclusion: trans women are women.
Yes, I have a contention with that argument.
With premise 1 or premise 2?
I have a contention with the form of the argument. It's like modus ponens or something,
Okay,
but it doesn't
so
follow.
premise 1 or premise 2?
It doesn't follow. It's an invalid
Okay.
argument.
It's an invalid.
Why
Okay,
is
so
it invalid?
Yeah, because what a trans person might express might not be what they actually are.
According to you.
No, according to how it works. I can
Do you
literally
not understand that his argument is based off like societal perception and how we recognize men and women in society? It's
I
not
understand his
based off,
argument is
it's not
a
based off
deductive
self-identification.
syllogism
It's not
that
based
is
off
invalid.
it's not based off self-identification. It's not based off what one thinks one is what others recognize you as. You, like the rest of us in this fucking world, recognize men from women based off their gender expression, secondary sex characteristics, how they're
Correct.
dressed, so on and so forth, right? So cisgender women are recognized as such because of their gender expression, not because of their gametes, not because of their chromosomes, not because they have a uterus or lack thereof, because none of us have access to that information when we all went about in society. Okay? They're recognized that way via their gender expression, just like trans women many of us are recognized the same way via our gender expression, and that's it. There's nothing more to it. And you're pretending, and you agree with what I'm saying, because you just said yes, right? You said yes.
Okay.
You agree with what I said,
I don't
right?
know. I'm not listening to you. It's not relevant to the,
Because it's not
the
convenient for you
syllogism.
to listen because you don't want to accept the fact that you are fucking wrong.
It's a syllogism that is not valid.
Mira, you want to sit
You
here.
want to
okay.
learn, host, about Phil Bro talk? Your syllogism is not
So
valid.
now you're going to pivot to what
P1 and
philosophy is
P2
and how to make an argument?
do not lead to the conclusion.
Okay,
Oh, it
I got a
doesn't.
question. All right,
And
let me
I
just
can
ask
explain
you.
it to you if you want.
Let me just ask you, Lord J. I recognize men from women based on gender expression, just like I know that the rest of society does as well. Do you recognize men from women in society a different way?
That's how I recognize it. Yes.
So we both recognize men from women on gender expression.
Mm-hmm.
So we both. What are we arguing about? We both agree.
Yeah, but we may be wrong.
Okay, how would you know that?
Your conclusion is that their gender is that
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so I can.
P1
Okay,
and
so
P2 don't lead to that conclusion.
okay,
First you have,
I
you have to
recognize.
argue.
Okay, then prove me wrong. I recognize Alex to be a woman based on her gender expression. Would you like to try to prove me wrong that she's not actually a woman?
No, she might be. She might not be.
Okay.
It's irrelevant.
Well, that's-
you made a syllogism that doesn't logically follow.
It doesn't
Right.
logically follow.
Yeah, you said a P1, society recognizes somebody as a gender. P2, a person expresses their gender. Conclusion, a person is this gender. But that doesn't follow. The person could logically be a different gender. They could express themselves as a gender that they're not. They could be viewed as a gender that they're not, while still being the other gender. And this happens.
Give me an example.
Like Sir Goose can look like a man as he does. He can open his mouth and say that he's a man, but he could be lying to you and actually be a woman.
Oh, but why is self-identification not
this
okay?
This is logical, correct?
You mean a female?
This scenario could logically happen, correct?
You mean he could express his gender a different way?
He could look like and express his gender in one way, but actually be lying to you and to him.
So how do you
if
know
put
if
him under a
someone's
lie
lying?
Saying that your perception
and put him under a lie detector test, he would claim under truth serum he'd claim to be the other gender. So the question is, what gender is he? Well, the question one is that a logically possible scenario? I think the answer is clearly yes. And then the question two is, what gender is he actually? Or
Okay,
she,
so how
or
can
it
we
actually?
how can we do this in society? So anybody could be lying. So I look at people's gender expressions and you're saying, "Oh, they could be lying." Okay, how would you like to determine if they're lying?
This is a very interesting question. This is why I joined an hour ago, because I think it's a complicated topic. I think
Okay,
what
so
you're saying is correct.
Explain to me how
working
to
through it.
determine how do you determine if someone's lying? How do you determine that?
Truth serum is the only way you can determine.
It's unfalsifiable.
Well, no,
It's
you could
unfalsifiable.
literally use truth serum. It's definitely
serum.
falsifiable. Yeah,
Can I just ask, like,
correct.
I mean,
When you say something, it has to be like
Truth serum?
legitimately unfalsifiable.
What is
It's
truth
like
serum?
it's like cough syrup. What is it?
Yeah, it's chemicals that you can inject in somebody that makes them tell the truth.
Right.
These exist.
sure, but we
Right.
we can play with that, right? Because, let's just go with that. But let's say not everyone has accessibility to said substances to do so, correct? Let's go with that. Let's just go with that. Because I'll agree with you and say, sure, like, because I know the ingredients in what you're talking about, I understand. However, not everyone has access to it, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, sure. So not everyone can do this thing, right?
Correct.
So, and I'll just ask the question I was actually going to ask originally. So, when you think of, a woman walking down the street and you're just like, it's like a head turning moment, right? Like, oh, she's really pretty. Whoa. What do you picture that person wearing?
Lululemon.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
It's 2026.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
Lululemon now.
I'm so sorry. I had to laugh. I can't.
No, I laughed when I said it too.
I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Sure. Great. Okay. So like the legging type shit. Okay. And maybe a small top. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, go with that.
I listen. It's your little like thought process. So I'm just going with it. But okay. Like, yeah. So, but what if this isn't somebody who wears that type of stuff? What if it's somebody who's in sweats? Like, listen, you will not. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you will not find me in a dress. You will not find me in a skirt, in any or in heels for that matter, unless it is an absolutely mandated like event that I actually have to be wearing that shit. I'm mostly wearing fucking sweaters and just tank tops or whatever. I don't want to. I wear what I feel comfortable in. So if I'm having a bad hair day, guess what? All this shit be going up. Like, I don't tolerate it. Me wearing makeup, listen, those are the best selfies I'll get for the whole 6 months. And then that's it.
I think your argument, Lord J, I think your argument, Lord J,
I have to go in a few. I have to go in a
Okay,
few.
okay.
So
Okay.
here's the problem, right? Because this guy doesn't know how to communicate clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well, I
just telling you.
hold on.
Wait,
I
because I have to
want to
go.
hear what he has to
Let
say on that
let
shit,
Atlanta
though.
go. Let Atlanta go
Listen,
real quick.
all I've been trying to do this whole time, Lord J, is to tell you what his argument is, because it seemed like you were misrepresenting it. Do I personally agree with that argument? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Now, the contention that Lord J is having, that he has been around the whole fucking solar system just to fucking say it is, well, I don't really agree with that because you could be wrong. Your
Sure.
perception, right? We could be wrong. Like we could perceive,
Society
we could
could
be
be
perceiving
wrong.
someone as something, and they're not that thing. That's his contention. That's
Well,
it
yeah.
right there.
Yeah, society could collectively be wrong. But again, that doesn't go against my point that this is how society operates. So my argument is society operates where we recognize men from women based on gender expression. So because that's society, I appeal to how society operates. That's who I appeal to.
Yeah, so then there's another equivocation happening because you are talking about how things are and how they work, and that's what you're subscribing to. He is talking about how things should be or ought to be. So then he's conflating once again, mischaracterizing what you're saying with what he's saying.
So, all right, thank you.
Well,
so look, host. First of all, I was asking you questions. I didn't do any mischaracterization. The entire reason I asked you the question about your background is because what your background says implicitly, and when I dug in with questions, seemingly explicitly, is the opposite. Is that this is what they are, right? Biological men are women, can be women. Your argument's more about representation.
It's not okay, but again, I don't take that into account. I don't take into biology into account. You do.
This is why I'm asking. So what I'm saying is what the thing in the back says is different than the whole entire argument you're making, which is fine. Great. So now I know that. Just recognize that.
It's not different. Lord J, what are you confused about? What are you
Lord J,
Adam,
I'll give you an example.
Bro,
I'll give you a scenario that's an example. Look, you would agree that 200 years ago that all of society, most of quote unquote society would have said that African Americans are of lesser value than Caucasian Americans, correct?
Why do we always talk about race?
Yeah, man.
Trans people
Because it's an analogy. You would agree with that, right, host?
Okay, the difference is I think that society was wrong, and today I think that society is correct. I agree with society today. Hold on, Lord J, what are you laughing about? What's so funny? Okay, I agree that we should recognize people by their gender expression. Yeah, I agree with that.
The question I'm asking is what they actually are. Were African Americans actually less valuable as Homo sapiens than Caucasian Americans?
So you think so where this is going is this. He is trying to say that it doesn't matter how a person presents. To him, what makes you your gender is directly tied to the sex that you were assigned at birth, right, Lord J?
I'm not saying that either.
Then what are you saying? Because you keep
I'm
saying
trying to understand
no,
what
one second.
gender
No,
is.
don't say that you're not saying that when you are saying that, because you just said that the host was saying that biological men can be women.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am not
You see how
saying
you're being
that your
disingenuous
gender
again?
is what you
Disingenuous
are
fuck?
at birth. Look, the logical
Okay.
entailment of
Can a male be a woman?
can I
Lord
keep
J, can a male be a woman?
I haven't concluded my answer on that yet. I think so, but I'm not
Okay, so
100%
you
sure.
just here to fucking waste people's time and just argue for the sake of
So
arguing.
you don't even have a stance.
I'm here to have a conversation
You're
on
just
the
a fucking
topic.
contrarian.
Is this a problem with you?
I'm gonna say no,
Are,
even
are,
though I don't really have a position on it. Why the fuck you saying no?
is this a problem with you? Like,
That's
I
inconsistent.
don't
It's
understand. I don't
disingenuous.
understand why you're
It's disingenuous. That's the
upset
problem.
all the
It's
time.
disingenuous.
It's not disingenuous. When
It is
people haven't come to a
disingenuous.
Lord J,
conclusion
Because
on the
you're
topic,
disagreeing with something you don't have a
they
stance
don't
on.
come to a conclusion on the
Lord
topic.
J,
Let me ask you a question first, host, because the entailment of your argument is that if I see somebody in the street and like I misgender them, right?
Lord J, is this a woman? Lord J, is this woman?
The fact that he has to think about that.
All right, we're
I
waiting.
think he
Lord
was
J.
muted and he doesn't know.
He's gonna say, I don't know.
Ouch.
Y'all need to be. Look, the answer is probably. But let me ask you: if I meet that person on the street and I'm in a conversation,
Probably a woman.
I misgender them. Should they be upset about it? And should they correct me?
That's not what you're being asked. You're being asked if that person is a woman.
Yeah, I answered. What the hell?
What was the answer again?
Probably.
Why? Okay, why probably? What would lead you? What would? Okay, but no. Why are you leaning toward yes? This is a woman. What would lead you toward that direction?
Yeah, because of how they look.
Oh, because of their gender expression.
You guys are arguing
because of their
something.
gender expression.
I'm not arguing.
Yeah. Can I ask a question, quick?
So hold on. So look,
You're not arguing, but then every time we say something in return, 1 second. You're not arguing,
you're adding
but
zero.
every time we say something in return, your response is, "Oh, that's a great argument." But you're not arguing.
I've literally not said that once. You're adding zero. So
you've not said that once. You're not.
So host, if I'm walking in the street and I see that person and I have a conversation with them and I misgender them, should they, one, correct me, and two, be upset about the fact that I misgendered
I'm not
them?
telling what I'm not. I don't know. They can do whatever they want. I'm not telling them they should do anything. No.
So you don't have a position.
A position on someone if someone should be offended by something? No. Why would I have a position on that?
How someone should react if they're
because it's relevant to the conversation.
No, it's not.
Literally, you have to put your gender pronouns down on forms, and you have to answer that when you join lives.
You can be
very relevant.
It's up to the individual. Lord J, it's up to the individual whether they want to be offended by something. Why would you ask me if I think someone should be offended or not?
You're trying to play people's feelings and how they react to things now?
I'm trying to understand your view. That's why I asked you
He
questions.
already told you what it is. I don't know what about it you're still fucking confused about.
Still confused, Lord J? Okay, Lord
I'm
J,
not-
I agree
am
with you.
confused. You do
Lord J,
or do
Lord
not have
J,
a position they should be
Lord
offended.
J, I agree with you that the pictures I showed to you were women. They were not men. And I came to that conclusion based on their gender expression, just like all society does.
Great. So I meet you on the street, and I refer to you as a woman, and I call you a woman.
Good for you.
And I say
you.
she. Are you upset about that?
Nope.
Okay, so gender pronouns are no important to you.
I don't care.
What the fuck
personally.
is this conversation about gender pronouns?
Yeah, can I jump in with that question, please?
Gender pronouns are not relevant to the trans debate?
No.
Is that true? No. Okay. Very interesting.
No. This is not
Okay,
about
Lord J.
pronouns.
Bobby.
Why is self-identification not enough for you?
I'm not.
Like, why
Because
is it like
he doesn't have a position?
The background says R. R is a word that describes actual ontology.
Okay,
do you understand? Do you understand that, Bobby?
Just to be clear, Lord J, what is a woman?
A person who identifies with select social norms that categorize them in societal characteristic of what a woman is.
Okay, so do you disagree that trans women are women? Do you disagree with that?
No.
Okay, I'm looking for people
So
who
you just
disagree.
wasted our fucking. You see what I mean with
I'm
this?
looking for people who.
Bro.
I'm looking for people who disagree with the topic. So since
But it sounds like you
since
disagree.
you don't disagree, I'm going to drop you down because I'm looking for people who disagree.
But you
Thanks,
you
Jay.
Didn't I fucking clock this guy for being this?
Yeah, you was right. Yeah, you was right. I should have listened. Yeah, I was getting pissed.
I've done this long enough to identify these fucking time wasters. Like I know
I
what
should
I'm
have trusted
saying.
you.
We'll never
I
get
should've
that time
trusted you.
back.
I should have trusted you. Damn. I think I'm good to go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. And follow Goose and follow Atlantic and follow
No,
Echo.
don't follow me. Don't follow me.
Don't follow. Oh, my bad. Don't follow Atlantic. Unfollow Atlantic. Don't even follow her. Just if you're following her, unfollow her. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't even look at my account.
Only
Don't
if you
even-
want to see unhinged live topics, I think.
Well, I don't
And-
Is that Eliana?
I'm just here to support Adam, but I don't really do debate stuff anymore.
I appreciate you, Atlantic. Thank you. I know you don't agree 100%, but I still appreciate you.
Of course.
And is Jesus your friend?
No.
Dang it.
Oh, real quick, Adam.
Yeah.
Did you see what I got on the background? It's Streets.
Streets, is that you?
I got him on the background, or her.
That's a woman. That's a woman now.
It's Streets.
Bro, he is fucking obsessed with me. That fucking little man. I don't know why.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat.